Okay, wake your ass up, boy. Wake your ass up, boy. BD, boy. On King David, boy. Wake your ass up, boy.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Every time he talks about me, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of him.
Look at this is the real fucking DV boy talking tonight.
Okay, DV boy nothing.
DV boy.
Shout out to my favorite late night host, Gunsmoke the Don, and God bless America.
You guys think this is funny, huh? I got an answer. 50 grand a month. Every month.
Are you out of your mind? Are you seriously out of your mind? You sick bastards. Oh my God, this is so crazy. Oh my God. This is crazy, you idiots. Hey, no negative, you. Why would you do something like that? Fucking asshole. This is just like unbelievable.
You're a two-faced bitch, Angel.
Get the fuck out of here now. You wanna come trash me?
Go talk to your lawyers,
You're a
Angel.
piece of shit.
Ask them.
Even my brother.
I don't give
my
a
brother.
fuck who they are.
You two
okay?
pieces of shit. My father
I don't give a fuck who
my
they
father.
are.
Father.
Your last name is Gotti. Not mine. You stupid bitch.
You're a punk.
Be nice. Don't fuck up in here.
Yeah, some real proper light. Back and unexpected. Back and unexpected for the late night for your ass. With a little bit of a speech impediment. It's the late night show. Yeah. We're live, baby. Yeah. Round and around we go. What we're going to talk about, nobody knows. But we're live. Yeah. What up, Steve? Becky Town. My man Trent. Gravesend. Oh, poor you. You Tony Buick boy. Red Ginger boy. Yes, he is harassing the locals. Yes, he is. What up, Patriarcha boy? Sal's bodyguard. What up, Mark? No. Not anytime soon. Thank you. Thank you. Tony Buick. Yeah, man, that's members only. If you want to see that show, it's members only. You got to get a membership. The memberships took a big hit this month. Last month. The memberships are at their lowest point that they've ever been since its inception. This is not good. So we had a show the other day. I decided to put it members only. So if you want to see that show, you're going to have to get yourself a membership. Not just you, but anybody. People have been slacking on these memberships lately, man. Slacking. But anyway, what up, Sven? Okay, good. He's studying and can't attend the show. Good. I hope he's studying hard, man. Good for him. He's got more important things to worry about than this show, like getting an education. Good. It's never too late to get yourself an education. Must be nice to have 31 degrees, huh? What up, Mo? She's listening to the show. I'm sorry to hear that. We have no subject matter tonight, and I don't know what I'm going to talk about, so I'm sorry that you have to listen to this shit. You don't have to, but you do, and I appreciate that. What up, Gypsy? Anyway, I'm going to drop a link. See what miracles might happen. I don't know what the hell's going on out there. especially today. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. The hell is this? Oh, God. What else? What else? Nothing. There's nobody. Look, I got nothing. I got nothing. I'm looking. Might have to get into the news, man. Looks like there's nothing going on in this fucking shit community. I don't know. Somebody mentioned something earlier. Let me see. Hold on. See what this nut job is up to. Nah, nothing. All right. God damn it. Someone click the link, please. Thank you, Bulletproof Soul. Fuck. All right, where were we in the news? Fuck it, man. We're gonna go back to old times because you know what? Nobody wants to tell me nothing that's going on in this fucking community. You don't want me to gossip and be a little fucking asshole on here? Then I'll just fucking go back to reading the news. We'll have a nice, boring show tonight, all right? And that's how it's gonna be. And fuck Bad Bunny, all right? The Clintons finally had the cave, and now they're gonna testify before a subcommittee about their relationships with Epstein. All right, it ain't going to be Trump testifying about his relationship. It's going to be the Clintons. All right. So what you woke assholes wanted backfired because Trump wasn't on those fucking files. All right. It was all fucking woke assholes. You even had fucking Jack Horner, you know, the asshole who digs for dinosaurs. He's sending fucking Epstein emails like, oh, thank you for the wonderful time and thank the girls and thank everybody. Yeah. So now they just ruined dinosaurs for you now. Now they just ruined Jurassic Park with perverted filth. You happy now? You got full disclosure. You're not going to want to see any other fucking movie ever again, any music, because they all went to that fucking island. Jay-Z, Pusha T, Jack Horner, all your favorite actors, fucking everybody was there. Meanwhile, the scumbag's been dead for fucking 6 years, and his fucking madam, she's doing fucking 25 years in jail. And the big deal is about Epstein. We got bigger problems in this fucking world than Epstein. He's fucking gone. Forget about it. That disingenuous bullshit. They don't give a fuck about Epstein or his victims. They only care about if Trump was on there so they could fucking use something to go against Trump. These assholes, you know, these woke assholes, they're like the fucking the secessionists. Seceditists, whatever the fuck you want to call them, those assholes that tried to fucking secede from the Union during the Civil War. They hated fucking Abraham Lincoln just as much as they hate Donald Trump these days, all right? And with this insurrection shit, it's going to come to an end, all right? They're going to have to go in there and enforce federal law. You got mayors and governors out there flaunting federal law. Picking and choosing which federal laws they want to follow. It don't work like that. The federal law is for everybody, you son of a bitch. I'm going to read something here. Little fucking manifesto. Hold on. I know you don't want to hear it, but you know what? I'm going to do what I want to do on this damn show, all right? I can't give you drama right now because I don't know what's going on. How about this? Minnesota ignores history's warnings and slouches toward another Fort Sumter. You remember Fort Sumter? Huh? Bunch of insurrectionist assholes who thought they were going to flaunt the fucking federal government and do what the fuck they want to do in the United States of America? It don't work like that, pal. In the months before the April 12th, 1861 firing on Fort Sumter, there were lots of sharp divisions in the North about the proper reaction to the first 7 Confederate states that had already left our Union. New York, California, Minnesota, Oregon, Wisconsin, all the woke fucking states, the low-life scumbags. Not all Unionists believe the Civil War. Oh, hold on. Forget about the fucking history lesson here. Buick boy. Buick boy. God damn it. I'm on my laptop again that I know doesn't work. I should have used my phone, but I don't feel like it because I feel like fucking up. What is that on the fucking bed there? Is that a handgun with some panties and shit? You're into some kinky shit. What do you fuck them from behind and put the gun to the back of the head like, you like it? You like it? What are you doing there? Don't try to hide it now. We already saw it. A pistol and black lingerie. What are you, fucking Marv Albert over there? Fucking, look at that fucking third world pillow, too. With third world designs. Look at that pillow. Would they make that pillow back in 1989 with that fucking design? Look at that pillow. That's the pressing pillow. That pillow doesn't fucking say, hey, come rest on me. That looks like welfare. It reminds me of poverty, that fucking pillow. Okay? I would go straight to room service and say, hey, I don't like this pillow. I want a different pillow. Give me the white pillow. And the lady at the receptionist desk be like, oh, you racist. You don't want no color pillow. I'll be like, no, I want color pillow. Forget it. I'll take the pillow. You want to call me a racist now, you bitch? I'll take the pillow. Give me the fucking pillow. What's in that bag, huh? Would you wrap up a little Filipina chick in there and fucking wrap her up in fucking duct tape and fucking plastic? What are you going to do with that? What up, Dragon Reborn? That is a third world pillow. Look at that, man. With that welfare turquoise green on it. Got that West. That's the paint they put in the fucking project buildings. That welfare blue. The pressing. Ah, fuck. All right. I probably offended him. I was talking too much shit about his pillow. Look, that's the pillow he sleeps on. You don't disrespect the man's pillow like that. That pillowcase was used in a robbery, son. Probably. Probably. Let me drop a link for him again. What up, Dwayne? Oh, man, it all comes down to that liberals deep down hate themselves. So they love to not abide by rules, laws of a normal society. Well, it shouldn't be so mainstream. You got these assholes at the Grammys talking about, this is stolen land. Nobody is illegal in stolen land. And you got these stupid assholes in the audience clapping like, oh, she's so brave. She's so brave. They're fucking idiot. Anyway, hold on. He's back. Not abide. Turn off the YouTube.
Hey, Gunsmoke.
What's up, bro?
Hey, good. I've had a busy morning.
You sound
sorry, I'm on the. Just a busy. I just did a couple of push-ups as I was waiting because I thought you were coming on. I think at 1. I just got in from lunch. No one's here. That's why I'll get on. She's going to visit her, sisters and brothers and that for lunch. I had a few things to do today. And I've just come in. I did a few push-ups and.
How many?
And
how many
put it this way, 50 for now because I'm getting old, man. Hang on, mate. Yeah, so. I'm really feeling old. I'm telling you. Yeah, hey, how do you like my Samsonite bag?
Yeah, what's in the bag?
Well,
oh look, that is a gun. I was just joking. That is a handgun.
It gets tucked away in here when I go out. Listen, I don't know if it's going to strike your show, but you know, we're not talking anything terrible.
No, you're not doing anything wrong with it.
I just did a little bit of a security job this morning, which is not required, but just to help out someone who went to. Listen, I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna. Don't put this show on repeat. Up to you. I don't care. But and it was a bit. I'm not going to go into details, but it was a little bit. You know. Sometimes I'm thinking I should have fucked around in this country too much, because you know when you're a one man accompanying a businessman and he's in you know, fucking around with other people, it can be a little bit, you know, but the money's good, so to speak. But anyway, listen, I want to talk.
Yeah.
Hey.
No,
Let's talk about something else. What's going on with these Epstein files, mate? They keep astounding people, man. Fucking all these, and you see how come? Sorry, am I talking loud? I've got the earphones.
No, you're good.
I mean, I heard Bill Clinton. Now that's just a red herring. He's just putting his hands up because he knows he's got a lot to hide. And Hillary as well. They're just more or less throwing that out to get in front of everyone, which is a good idea, you know. As far as public, you know, to say, oh, we're ready to talk to any investigation, you know, which is a good idea.
They tried to duck it, though.
Yeah, for years too, but a lot of dirty stuff. I mean, some of the people. I mean, listen, honestly. I was watching, I think it was PBD. Am I allowed to mention that where there was a woman called Anna Kasparian? She hit it on the head. But I said this literally back in July when with the whole thing was a Mossad operation. Epstein, of course, even though people know he was probably working for American intelligence as well, but definitely for Mossad. Mossad came first because obviously, you know, he loves Israel, which, you know, I do too. I wish them, you know, prosperity and everything. But obviously, I put this out, and I remember Carlos agreed with me. Now, I don't know if Carlos is aware, you know, but he's pretty switched on. I like Carlos. He's level-headed. He's switched on, you know, even though he might not know all infos, you know, like other people. I'm not saying myself would know, but it was the whole thing. Epstein Island was a Mossad operation because you know how you know. I'm pretty sure it is 100%. They flickered. What's his name? The ex-prime minister of Israel, the girl that died in Australia, ironically in Australia where I come from. What's her name? Elizabeth Giuffre, the girl who couldn't take it anymore and killed herself. I mean, unalived herself.
That wasn't from the sexual shit, I don't think.
No, it's a long history of other things down the line. But she said,
and she exaggerated about the car accident. She lied about the car accident. Witnesses came forward and said she lied about the car accident, and then a month later she killed herself. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we'll put it this way. You can put it down to the girl has been through a lot since she was 15, 16, trafficked. Look, all these girls, Russian teenagers in there. Epstein confessed he had sex with a 14-year-old. He did, you know, even though he did have sex with 18 and 19 and 16-year-olds, he confessed to the 14-year-old because I read it in one of these 3 million files just earlier. I think it was last night as I was having dinner with the wife. But the whole place, listen, Epstein Island was a Mossad operation to blackmail, and it's all coming out. I said it without knowing all these files. And don't forget, there's a lot of redacted, and there's a lot of the most important files that will never see the light of day, guaranteed. Yeah. Too important. CIA has definitely put them to the side. That's what's taken months and months. And also CIA will protect its good friends Mossad because, look, you haven't heard much of what's his name? The ex-prime minister of Israel who was called by Virginia? Virginia. I think Barak or Barak. His surname is Barak. Yeah.
because Virginia, this is when I was in Australia, Virginia Giuffre said she was not only sexual, she had sex with, but rough sex, like violent sex by next Prime Minister of Israel, and that was him, but surname Barak, which I thought he was a nice man until I heard this story, because he was always, he's not an out and out hawk on on matters around the Middle East. He wants a peace treaty, unlike others, the more right wingers. But anyway, so his name has hardly come out ever since. It came out about 4 months ago, but not since. But anyway, sorry about it. I'm babbling on. Sorry. I'll get off. I just wanted to say hello.
We're talking here. We're fucking talking here. We're having a conversation.
Yeah, but right 2 shows in a row, I don't think.
Yeah. No. I got nobody to talk to, goddammit, Buick. Every time you come on here, you're always trying to run away. Stay where you are right now. Don't move. Fucking have a seat. Don't move. We're having a conversation here. I didn't even get to ask you no goddamn questions yet.
How are you, Maureen? Is Carlos around? Carlos busy? Yeah. How are you, Dwayne? I can see you now.
So what do you mean? What do you mean the island was a fucking Mossad operation? Because Mossad is saying that they don't claim him, that they had no connections to Epstein.
Well, listen, intelligence agencies, the first thing they teach you is you got to be, actually some of the main courses is how to lie. Have you heard about that? I mean, it's just 101 in the manual book. You got to be an expert liar. I mean, you can't be an honest man and go work for this type of, that's what.
Did you see his interview? Did you see the interview that's been going around lately? Epstein.
With John Bannon.
Yeah, with Steve Bannon.
With John Bannon. Yeah, Steve Bannon.
Steve Bannon.
Snippets. Yes, snippets. Yes, snippets. I have bits and pieces. Don't forget, I'm on vacation with the wife here. And it's a bit of everything. You know what I mean? I don't want to. Yeah, so it's when I get a bit of time, and it's usually this time of the day. And I've noticed you're on hours when I'm too busy. But anyway, yeah. Snippets I have, and interesting. You get an insight on this guy. Listen, this guy was a professor, I think, in Harvard, mathematics. He was a good what we call money man, numbers man, and that's how he got. Look, it came out. He's got very good connections with the Rothschild family, with everything. Look, listen, I'm not into conspiracy.
Money. Yeah, and finance.
Yes, he understood. And he was a good, yes. And listen, if we had billion dollar empires, we'd hire him as well, you and me. You know what I mean? That's the type of guys you need on your team. So, I'm not fighting him for that. But down the track, there was one bloke who recruited him for Israel intelligence. Him being, of course, he's got his heart in it because, being of similar background. And I think over there he put America second. I'm not saying he became a traitor. No, he knew how to work with both sides against the third parties. But having said that, Epstein Island was a good blackmail operation on behalf of Mossad. That's what it was, because listen, and it's come out. I'm not giving breaking news. It's come out on, if you watch the British are up in arms over there with the BBC, because he was writing draft texts, didn't send them to, like, and a good example was to Bill Gates. These are what you call blackmail, right? You can leverage people in power like this. You can massage them to obviously in what I believe when Israel comes knocking on Epstein's door, what have you got for us? Oh, I've got this, that, the other, A, B, C, D, all these big famous and powerful people in the US mainly, and Britain, and he's got them in their pocket. They can now use it against them when the time comes. Some of them is what we call time. It'll, you can hold on to them, you know, for years down the track when you need to get something to blackmail them, you know. But anyway, what do you reckon? Let's change the subject. I don't think people want to hear this. It's a bit too heavy. They want to hear drama. Hasn't it been drama lately?
I know. I don't.
It has.
Drama,
let's
man.
talk. Let's talk. Drama. Yeah, let's talk. Exactly. Fun and games. Let's talk. Oh, does anyone want to talk about the genre? No, probably not. It's probably.
They want to know about your covert special ops over there. You got your
no. It's listen. By mistake. Listen. By mistake, I think the camera went on. Did it in the beginning while I was sorting out. See, I had the iPad, and it somehow my sound. Did it show something in the beginning? And listen, no, nothing like that. Nothing. Just a request by a very rich businessman, a Chinese Filipino, not pure Chinese. If I could just accompany him. And listen, I don't bring that gear here. I've had it here, you know, lying at my sister-in-law's house if it needs, you know. Of course, you can't travel.
You're the best security to have, man, because over there you don't blend in. They what is this? You know, they're like, what the fuck? You got to fucking
yeah.
You know, they're
it's. Yeah, but listen, I got a permit, but which I can carry it. The documents, but I won't bring anything with me. No peace. You got it here, but when it's needed, and it's rarely needed, I don't do shit like this often. You know, I'm here to enjoy myself, but you know, if it's an opportunity to make a bit of, you know, a few shekels, why not? You know,
yeah, why not?
It can be rewarding for just 2 hours work. You know, listen, I make sure I make sure I'm not getting into something where it's going to cost me my head. So it's a safe thing. It's just more money carrying, big money, and they trust me. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the locals can backstab you, and that's why. You know what I mean? So I'll leave it at that.
Well,
Sorry, said too much anyway.
Yeah,
but anyway,
that's why I don't really want to press at the issue. But Maureen wants a question.
Yeah, don't talk. Sorry.
Don't jam yourself up. You know. But
no. What I've said is all right. Huh?
Yeah. Huh? How long? What was it? Fuck. How many hoops did you have to go through to get that pew pew in the country over there? And is it as complex and extensive as it is in the U.S.? I think she's having.
Well, I did it about 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Maureen, you come here. I'll look after you. Don't worry, my love. But lucky, yeah.
She's trying to get
10 years ago. 10 years ago. Yeah, 10 years ago it happened. So, but anyway, no, it's pretty easy. You know, yeah, because I'm sort of like a citizen here as well, on account of my wife. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't need visas, but only when she's with me. But this goes for, you can check up on it. Any foreigner, even if he's married, if he comes without his wife, he's still got to do immigration fees. You know, more than that, the 30 days. But if you've arrived with your wife, doesn't matter if she's left a bit early, you're good. They waive the you don't do extensions and all that. You know. Yeah. But anyway, what else? Let's talk about the dramas in the communities.
I don't know. That's what do you know? You got anything? I don't know what's going on. You tell me.
Maybe it's a good idea. We'll do what you do. Avoid the dramas. We don't need it anymore. Yeah. Nah. But I just want to say shout out to Mike Saccio. You know, he means well. I mean, and I think he's the best thing, you know, if I can allow to say that. Sorry, Mike, no, I know. But best thing is to get into Southeast Asia, mate, and have a good time. The food, the weather, everything, the smiles, and you don't need the bullshit back home. I agree with you, Mike. I don't agree with everything you've sort of like, you know, unbagged, but yet the best thing for you is throw a good old-fashioned, metaphorically, hand grenade at the genre and get out of there. Mike, God bless you. Get out of there and enjoy. Let your hair down. This is where you belong, mate. I think it's time to Yeah, you know what I mean? And just do your videos and let people drool with the beautiful food, with a beautiful mango, peanut colada or whatever, good drink. And, and I'm not bagging anyone. I can understand everyone, but I just thought there. But so let's move to the side. How you been, Gunsmoke? How you been, my friend? Has anyone gifted me a membership? I can see last night's show. I'll get one, but I'll have to pay pesos because I'm not home.
Yeah, you don't have a membership, boy. Memberships have been lacking.
Yeah, listen, after Christmas, I think I let it lag a bit, but I did send you a good donation for Christmas,
You did.
didn't I?
God bless you, man. God bless you.
Yeah, so that's sort of like, I sent you a very good one. That sort of like covered 6 months of memberships anyway. No more, It would have covered 12 months when I go. But anyway, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Is anyone coming? Is anyone coming up so I can get off? Where's your mate Frankie Fortellini? He's always good. Well, I can't talk,
Why? You're doing all the talking right now. I can't even ask you a question. What's wrong?
All day.
We're having a good time.
I don't want to bore people.
You're not boring nobody.
What's there to talk? All right, well, tell me what.
I'm bored by myself. I was about to read the fucking news. That's boring.
What else is there?
What, you don't like talking to me or something? I don't know. We got questions.
No, yeah, but give me a subject to talk about. Yeah,
we got fucking questions. We got questions.
Yeah, what is it?
We got fucking questions.
What's the question?
Let's see. Motherfucker, now I forgot. I had questions earlier to ask you, and you kept talking. I couldn't fucking ask it.
Forget about that one, Ricky Dickinson. Listen, let's change the subject. My bad, or what you call my bad. I didn't want to, but anyway. I just got in and I forgot to put it away as I was doing push-up. This bloke was supposed to come on at 1, so I started doing push-ups and this. I'm about to have a shower. Then he said, "What?" And I left everything there. Normally I pack things away, and then when I realised, I said, you know what? It's harmless. I'll just, maybe it's a little bit of content for you as well. I thought, I'll explain it, but I shouldn't. It's something. It shouldn't. It's not good practice to leave things lying around while I'm talking on a live panel. I'll never do that again. Jim Terry, listen, don't let me ever come look at. I'm your big daddy. I've been trolling him a bit, but more like tongue in cheek. I got a new name, Big Balls Buick.
Oh yeah.
Jim, I'm your big daddy. Yeah, I've been having fun with that. Big Balls Buick. I've been having fun with that, but anyway.
No, just catching on.
Yeah. I know. I saw a Rocco bloke, and he's been. Yeah, I like that. Big balls. I said I went on, because not many shows have been on, and there was a bit of Jesse Ryle. I thought, I don't usually go on them, very rarely, but when you're bored a bit, so I pressed it on. It was before I went this morning to do a little errand, and I went on and I said, Jim, it's Big Balls Buick, your big daddy. Anyway, he acknowledged it. And then when Angel came on, I think she's got a red. She blocked me because I said, Angel, hit the like button. It's Big Balls Buick. I think she blocked me off Jesse's show. Because like it.
That's funny.
Yeah, Big Balls Buick, Angel Gotti. It's me, Big Balls Buick, Angel. Remember me?
The man you betrayed for a piece of shit. Isn't that what you said? Something like that. The man you betrayed for a piece of shit.
She sold me.
Yeah.
She sold me out for 15 pieces of silver, Angel, didn't she? And I was one of her biggest fans. I never said a bad word. But anyway,
you were like
gotta have a bit of fun.
She sold you out for 15.
Yeah, I always complimented her. Yeah, she did. Oh, yeah. She was like John. What's his name? The guy. Who was it? Pontius Pilate for his 15 pieces of silver.
No,
I'm not suggesting it. I shouldn't quote the Bible. It's being rude. What? What's the story?
Pontius Pilate was the Roman, what do you call it, governor of Jerusalem over there.
Yeah.
And he was the one who decided, Jesus' fate, The rabbis went to the Roman person who, Pontius Pilate, who ran fucking Jerusalem back then. And they said, we want to kill this motherfucker. And he said, no, well, Look at those biceps.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, I'm not big, man. I'm just like I suppose I'm 5'10", but I haven't got. Listen, I'm breathe the gym era. Where people get those extra, where it's not needed. It's good to be lean and just perfect. That's the best. But nearly 60. I suppose I'm all right. Yeah.
Tough
anyway,
guy,
what else? I'll get off,
guy.
I suppose.
No, we're going. I think we got a delay. That's the problem. We got a fucking delay here. You're on the other side of the fucking planet. We got a.
Well, I'm not going to act like a tough guy like that. Some of these people in the genre, like that chickie and all that. I mean, I'd pistol whip him easy, man. I'd have fun with him, mate. I don't give a fuck with him, man.
Why,
you know what? I remember. But when I used to be friends with Angels, how many times he'd be in the chat or even on the, and I'd say, "Hello, chickie, good? How are you?" Never a fucking a response, never, And I'm not someone who's been anonymous in that chat. I was always many times on the panel. You'd think a bit of politeness, say, hey, how are you, Tony Buick? Or, oh, good, thanks, Never. At least 4 times. I said, fuck that, I'll stop saying hello to him. Wow. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Yeah, who do you think you are, man?
That's
because you've been on a little movie once upon a time. Yeah, what have you fucking done? I could write a book of what I've done, and I'm still fucking polite to everyone, you motherfucker. Yeah, he's someone I really grew to fucking like to fucking, to piss on him, mate. I wouldn't even fucking beat him. I'd love to piss on him. That's how much fucking an idiot, I can't stand fake assholes, fake dickheads. But anyway, yeah. Now I heard he's got a little corner. Now I heard he's got a little corner, and Angel's got he's there.
Yeah,
fucking
I saw that.
He's just a fake ass. He's probably done nothing. Well, just because he's got an Italian name and he lived in the neighborhood, what has he done? Yeah, fucking, he's a fake idiot. That's all he is. Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know you. I didn't
piss
know you
weak
had that
shit, mate.
thing with him. Yeah, I didn't know that. Damn, I didn't know.
I did at least 4 times over the course of the first year. I mean, he never came on off. And this is what really, when he had that episode when he cried and, when someone, I don't know, what was that story about? And he went on a few shows and and he cried, my fault. I replied, don't worry, man. If you're a good father, that's more important than anything in life. Because I believe it. He's been a good dad, even though he's had his setbacks, and like you said, I still have a relationship with my daughters and granddaughter. And I wrote in the comment, that's more important than anything, chickie. Very nice. Nothing, not even an acknowledgement. So even after that, when he went on a panel, I'd say, hey, chickie, I grew to respect him. Nothing. I thought, fuck you, man. How many times do I have to say hello to you in a chat, mate, So I said, fuck that, mate. You give 3-4 times, mate, to someone after that, fuck it. But really, I shouldn't. That's not his fault. I don't blame him for that. To him, but yeah, I shouldn't make it a pet hate. But I must be bored today. But yeah, I'm picking on Paul. Really, no. I'm picking on him. I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, I'm picking on him, so I shouldn't. I'll take it back, chickie. Sorry, mate. I shouldn't be lowering myself that low. The bloke hasn't done anything personally to him, so yeah, you got to keep things into perspective. I'll take it all back, chickie. I apologise.
No, this is another.
I just thought I'd break your balls a bit. No, but it did really hurt me. Yeah. I'm like that for a year and a half, over a year and a half, ever since I joined. Angel let me on her show, which was July 2024. We're in 2026, so I think I got a right to talk. And but I've always been if I can, and if I haven't said hello, it's because I just turned my eyes away from the chat for a few minutes. My apologies if anyone's felt, that. But I always try to be nice to people, man, everyone deserves, of course. Yeah, I tried to be. It doesn't always work. I try my best to be nice, to everyone, and I always respect all, show hosts or content creators, whatever some people might want to say. Yeah. I don't, because they got the balls to have these. It's not easy, I thought about, it's not easy to be a show host or a content creator. You got to take all the slings and arrows at you. It's not easy, you know what I mean? A lot of trolls and that. So, and you got to be very thick-skinned. So I do hats off to all these people, even the ones I don't like and that.
Only a fraction of it. Then you got to come up with content and all other stuff you got to worry about.
Yeah, exactly. It's not easy. It's something I would never do, man, because it's just fucking. Who's got the time for this? That's why I agree. They do deserve a few donations, a few, for the work they put. It's not like you just come on, with a beer bottle in your hand, hey, talk nonsense. A lot of them, even some of the drama replies, takes effort, takes a lot of energy and effort. You know what I mean? Yeah. It really does. It's not easy. Even just a reply to haters, you really got to psych yourself up. You're thinking, what should I or should I not?
All types of shit these people.
Yeah, yeah. And then with all this, it's just bizarre. Yeah, like Carl said, bizarro world. I mean, even when it's to mean well as well. Hey, so what's going on with the latest with Safely? He looks like he really is a man of his word, I suppose. He really has taken off. I mean. Is that true? Yeah, or have you seen him pop up at all? No.
The Ripper?
Yeah, the Ripper.
Oh,
yeah.
No,
he's really
he keep his word. He was forced to fucking disappear. It's not like he did it on his own accord. He was forced. Okay. So you mean that is still on? Hey, I gotta thank Maureen Mo. Of course, some people say he wasn't detained or this, but. What, Maureen? God bless you. You gave us whether it was of course the best entertainment for that 1 week or 10 days. It was fantastic. Even I loved it. I mean, it was on. You had the gym fighting with. So it went on and on. Here this. It all kicked off with Maureen's, that phone call. So God bless you, Maureen. Whether it was intended, whether it was intended or not, you did good work, my dear. That was one for the ages in this, ecosystem genre. It was one for the ages. Fantastic work. It really kicked off. To me, the result is I don't care if he's in Cuba or not, or he's hiding in Disneyland. He's, seems to be quiet, at least for now, but at the very least, Maury kicked off 10 days of fantastic content. It really had set head spinning arguments, infighting over there in Angel Gotti show. It was on. I loved it. That was fantastic. I mean, God bless you, Maury. That was fantastic. I did. Caused JT to fucking get snooty with Angel, and then they beat him.
Yeah, look, and now you're right. Look what it's. Now he's gone. I've got an inkling. Listen, I heard, and I saw it. Real Deal's back. Strupert's back. People who Jim didn't want over, who left actually because I don't want Jim. I'm staying neutral in that fight. But see, all these people that came back, even people that Angel I heard mentioned that had left way before when Jim first came on the scene, not in the last few months, even they've come back. So yeah, it did prove something. Probably Angel likes it like that. She doesn't want Jim because to me, I'm getting a feeling, maybe not, maybe I'm reading it wrong, that Jim sort of done I think I overplayed my hand, or it could be the other way. Maybe he's saying, you know what, fuck that. fuck that show. I got more trouble than it was worth my time. So, it can be interpreted as two ways, But it did. Maureen, God bless you. You kicked off it's like you were walking quietly, and you kicked the hornet, and the bloody whole fucking hornet's nest went up and up all over the place. Yeah. Bees, hornets went all over. Yeah, in all the shows, not just the Angel show. Everywhere it went. It gave content for top shelf content and drama for 10 days. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, anything else, Gunsmoke, to talk about before I jump off? Come on, who's your regular? Oh, what's happened to Johan, man? Isn't he missed? I heard, I heard from someone he had to explain because I wasn't there that day. I heard he must have, but don't we put it down as he probably made up a bit of bullshit and and it was, not true. What I heard, it was just going with the flow of being funny, and he just made up some bullshit imagination. I think let's let him on to say, yes, it was bullshit. It was my imagination. I probably fucked up there. And let's let him get out of it, and let's have him back on. He was good. He was good. But if he sticks to his guns, say no, that's true. Then okay, we can't have him back on. I suppose he's got to stay in the bushes, but I definitely think he's in the bushes. Don't you think?
He's in the bushes, I'm sure.
Yeah, mate, I miss him. I don't know, I miss Johan.
What? Yeah, I know.
Oh, did he? Well, you should have let him on. He's got to say, this is what he's going to say. I was bullshitting. I was a bit drunk. I was just exaggerating. I was just, letting my imagination run wild. I said an age that wasn't true. It was all made up, and then we can all move on. What do you let him on to say that? How's that sound? Does that sound like a good mediator or what? I reckon, it's nothing.
What he was talking about, I can't even risk it, man. I don't even want to be seen around.
I didn't see that show.
So
okay, I didn't see that show. Just someone.
Tone. He didn't say it. He was aggravated. He said it in an angry, aggravated tone. He wasn't. He was venting, and he said, that's why I prefer 15-year-old, whatever the fuck he said. And I was like, all right, I gave him a chance to clean it up. I did give him a chance. All right, I gave him a chance to clean it up. He didn't clean it up to my satisfaction, and I had to let him go. I don't want to be around that. I don't want nothing to do with that, You know what I'm saying?
I got a nice Samsonite bag here. Bought it new.
Sounded bulletproof.
About a week ago. Beautiful.
That was tough. That sounded that bad.
That's something else. And you're not going to see that.
Shit.
I don't know. I've got to be fucking lost my mind today. I don't know. Lately, the genre is made like anything fucking. I can't top anything, so I've let my guard down a bit. I think, yeah. Anyway, what else has been going on? Let me see if I can read a bit. I'll point what's going on there. Maureen, is that Maureen replied? Highlights, uncle. Listen, highlights. I just want to say hello to Highlight. Sorry, mate. Listen, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I was, making fun because, as you know, see, I put Mike Satcher made a bit of, played it up, and see, it's they never let him forget it. So if I do that, they'll be doing the same to me, and people take it serious and all that, Poor Mike was giving good shows, and people took just too much. They make too much out of it. But anyway, I don't know, man. I mean, the guy means well. Hey, for 71, he's a good-looking man. He's fucking good, top condition. I don't think he's going to give a fuck about him. And once he hits Southeast Asia, whether he's, he splits up with his wife, God bless him. He might come back, sell the house. Man, he could pick up any bloody 30-year-old Asian stunner woman over there, mate. I'm telling you, I wish I could look good. I'm 59. If I could look half as good as him at 71, man, I'll be happy. But anyway, no, he's a good-looking man. You know, I'm comfortable by skin. It's not a gay observation or nothing. I'm not gay, but he's a fucking good-looking man. He's got you know what I liked a few months back when when Soflo was still on the scene, and he got that brush, his hair brush, and God bless you, son. And he started combing his beautiful hair. And I remember thinking the Ripper's going to be gone, but yeah, he was making fun of the Ripper with combing his hair with a brush. And I thought, you know what, I wouldn't have thought of that. That is really like rubbing salt into the wound, because the guy has got a lovely head of hair, good-looking bloke. He's got a fucking good big chin sticking out there. He's fucking, I don't know, man, what people, you know, call him, mate. If, you know, he's pretty good condition, that fella, mate, and no one can ever take things like that away from him. I'm telling you. But, yeah. What else?
Are you going to meet up with
so what's more real?
When he goes out there?
Listen, no, see, when I was in Taiwan, it's different from a lot of people, even I heard on the shows, they mix up Thailand with Taiwan. They're two completely different countries. It's like saying America and Germany, you know, it's just two completely different countries. Taiwan is what we call the Chinese island, and first world country. It's like a Singapore, Japan, a Korea. First world. That's when my eldest daughter is almost 36, lives there. I got my grandson there. But Thailand is Southeast Asia, not Taiwan. Taiwan is more with Northeast Asia, Japan, Korea, you know, the first world, top infrastructure, top, you know, top cultural, what's it called? You know, what do you call it? So Thailand is where you go, you know, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan and China are what we call Northeast Asia. It's different from Southeast Asia. Those four countries are what we call like first world, you know, like Europe, US, Canada, Australia. Organised, everything's, you know, like clockwork. It's beautiful. You know, of course, every country's got a slum area and that, but we're talking, you know, they're very high economic, advanced countries as well. Southeast Asia, not so, but Southeast Asia has got the trump card. It's tourism booming, you know. They've got the beaches, the white sand, the coconut trees, the palm trees, the postcard, you know, picture, beautiful women all over the place. That's why that foreigners from all over the world, you know, it's wine, women and song type of thing. The food, Thailand's got the best food. So no, if I do, I don't know. You never know what the future holds, but not. You know, I don't think Mike's going to want to hang around with me. If I can reckon, he wants to go, just, you know, just be there, just like, you know, like all the other foreigners. They want to get away from other foreigners. They just want to hang around with the locals and that, you know. And if you bump into someone you don't know, it's better, because if you know someone, even though they don't know me personally, and I've never shook hands, you don't want to, you know, bump into people, you know, that you know, talked with before. It's a different thing. I don't know. It's hard to explain was what I mean. Yeah. But, mate, you know what I mean? It's a bit like, it's different if I came to America, because I want to meet people who I've talked with on paddles or whatever. Yeah, different. But in Southeast Asia, it's a neutral ground. Everyone for himself. Just go and enjoy yourself. You don't need people to remind you, oh, you know, what you did last week or a month or 2 months ago. But yeah, that's beautiful, mate.
Make it sound like paradise, huh? So that's the place to be. Huh?
It is. Listen, I'm a Mediterranean man, born like the Sicilians, like this, you know, my background, and still, you won't get this type of Southeast Asia is what I like, you know. That's where I go. Yeah.
What about French Polynesia, huh? French Polynesia, you don't fucking give a shit about.
Tahiti. French Polynesia is Tahiti, and it's Numia. That's more in middle of the Pacific. That's not Southeast Asia. That's Pacific Islands, you know, where Samoa is, Hawaii is, you know. It's more around there. Tahiti, French Polynesia. What else they got? They got some. Yeah. That's where Marlon Brando actually had a big, his own. He had his own island. He had children there. He had his, and it all started when he did that movie Mutiny on the Bounty. If anyone remembers that, I think it was 1962. Is anyone coming on so I can get off, or
you just want to run away, huh? Look, if you want to run away, fine. I'll just let you go.
Look, let me read a few comments. I'm looking.
The people are talking.
Hey, Dwayne, come on the panel, mate, so I can get out from the back door. Who else is? Let me read a few.
He likes to run away too. He'll come on for 2 minutes. He'll be like, I gotta go.
Oh yeah. Oh, Maureen, yeah. Did you end up? You weren't on the show. I think it was Common Sense, and I showed it on Chris's show just before I left. But mostly, when I showed it on Gunsmokes, it was stuck in the garage, so I can only show a certain angles. But yeah, I showed it on Common Sense, and more or less all round. I even lifted the bonnet up, and it's fantastic.
Cover the car before you
yes, for sure. Has to, because that's going to be a 6 week, say another 4 weeks to go before I see it. Yeah. So I always do that. Cover it well, nice with its cloth covering, and then on top of that, I'll put thin little what you call camping out mattresses around to. Just in case, so nothing, anyone bumps into it, walking through with, so no scratching, but yeah. But yeah, thank you, Maureen, for that. It was finally done. Yeah.
Dwayne says he's naked right now. He can't grab the leg. He's naked.
Hey, Dwayne, are you like that Mickey Bats in the shower, are you?
Yeah, that guy's always getting out of the shower.
Does that Mickey? Yeah, does he come on this show? I don't know. I've lost track who goes on who, Hey, Roy Cohen, I want to say to Roy Cohen, Tikanis, Gala, Philip. That's to Roy Cohen. He's a great mate. Fellow Greek. He's a Greek American, old Roy Cohen. Highlights, I forgot. Yeah, highlights. Listen, I'm trying to find, something to make you happy. Bump into a lady boy and give him a bit of an interview. Which is,
go out there and walk outside, man. That's what we need.
Yeah, but there's not many. See, this is what people misunderstand when they think of these Southeast. They think, lady boy, no, that comes down probably 10th or 20th on the list, man. And it's hard sometimes to find them. You got to go to those district areas, and I don't usually go there unless not often. Put it this way, for a drink, you can't avoid them. But not in this part of my wife's city. It's not Manila or those other bigger cities. So I'm sorry to disappoint you, Highlights Uncle. You want a bit of that. But let my wife leave, which she is, on February 14th. I will stay here for another 2 weeks more, which, I usually do. And so we'll have I'll give you what you want, a little bit of that silly content, but I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I'll try and make you laugh. But I still remember Common Sense when he saw that last year. Remember that thong I bought in one of those lingerie, with a big pouch. I remember Common Sense said, "Shit, Buick, look at the size of that rooster pouch." Then he said, "I don't know who's getting it, you or him, but if it's you, Buick, you're in fucking big trouble." I'll never forget Common Sense when he came up with that comment. Oh, fucking, I laugh my head off. He said, "You're in big trouble if you're getting it, Buick." See, I make fun of no one fucking holds it against me, man. Poor Mike, he says something, whatever. And some of it's probably just, license of imagination. I mean, he's hosting a show. You got to come up with things, listen, if I had a show, I would probably throw in a lot of bullshit as well. And then a year, 2 years later, people bring it up. Oh, I remember you said, I mean, come on, it's It's people. Well, you got to show. You got to throw in a bit of bullshit, a bit of exaggeration, to keep people interested. Yeah, I mean, I've never fucking thought like that about my never because I come to this part of the world and it's nothing. It means nothing over here. It's more fucking a laugh. But when you're stuck in the US, you haven't left the US, it's like, oh my God, did you see what he said? Unbelievable. I'm still, scratching my head why people think like that, They got to get out in the world a bit, man. Travel. Don't just travel in the US don't just travel in the US where you see doesn't matter what state you go, east or west coast, north or south, you're still going to see the same Walmart, the same petrol, gas stations. Everything looks the same. You got to get out and get around the world, travel to see different cultures, different people. Lose yourself. It is another level. It's a drug-free drug it's the highest drug you can ever have. You know what I mean? It really is. And it's natural, and it's not a drug. I'm just saying metaphorically. It is beautiful, different cuisines. Talk with people, locals. But anyway, and you appreciate what you got as well. It gives you perspective. I don't know. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I talk too much. I'm not sure.
You're not wrong.
I'm just giving my opinion, my humble opinion. That's all. Looks like we're going to have rain, boys. Yeah.
Let me see. Let's take a look outside.
Looks like we're going to have rain. We're going to have rain, mate, because I can see the sunny weather. Yeah, sometimes you get that, but you can get 3 seasons in the day. You can have beautiful sunny hot weather. All of a sudden, in one hour, you got bloody downcast, and next thing it's, hey, oh, there's the reception girl down there. She's walking off of the umbrella. Reception of the, but anyway, yeah. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah. All right, Guts, mate. I'll get off. I'm sure someone will hold you in good company, and I've probably said enough. I've bullshitted too much already. Anyway, Guts, right, see you later, my friend.
All right, brother. Thank you, Tony.
See you, mate. All right, bye-bye. You can kick me off. Bye-bye.
Thank you for everything, man. Thank you. God damn it, man. I can never ask him any fucking questions, man. He don't let me ask him questions, man. He's always trying to run away. And then we're on a fucking delay, too. I wanted to ask him about this guy. What does he think about fucking Jack Horner? Fucking, taking trips to Epstein Island and shit. We didn't even get to talk about this. Ruined Jurassic Park for a whole generation of millennials and new people, This asshole went to Epstein Island. And he was sending emails to Epstein, thanking him, tell the girls I said hello, all this shit. All right? Ruined Jurassic Park. There you go. We didn't even get to talk about that. And now he's gone, and I'm all alone, and now fuck. Now we're back to talking about the woke. I don't want to talk about the woke right now. And that was good, It was good hearing from Buick tonight. For once, he wasn't sympathizing with the commies. I didn't hear nothing about praising Russia, nothing like that. So, he must be on his best behavior. God damn it, Steve. And then when he's done talking, he wants to leave. All right, I'll get out of here. Like, no, you just fucking got here. What the fuck? How the fuck? God damn it. Anyway. Yeah, man, he's a special agent, all right? That's how he got the pew-pew into that country, all right? He's a special agent. You see that? Special. That means special. You think he listens to anyone or anything, Steve, or just waits to talk? Yeah, I don't even think he listened to me. Yeah. Hurry up so I can just keep going. Shut your fucking mouth and listen. That's what's going through his head when I'm talking. So yeah, that's probably what it is. He's not listening to me. He's just waiting to talk. But we still love him. He's still our hero. He's our action hero around here, you know? Covert ops. All right? He's kind of like Mel Gibson and shit, you know? Waking up, taking a shot of whiskey in some foreign land, fucking doing 50 push-ups. You got that saxophone in the background. You know that fucking saxophone from the 80s hood movies and shit, or Lethal Weapon and shit? Yeah, man, he's the real life Mel Gibson. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There are people like that, Smoke. I know. I've had it done to me plenty of times, you know? They just talking and talking, and you trying to keep up with the conversation. They're not hearing you, man. And then they just keep talking. God damn it. And they're like, all right, I'm out of here, man. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? He is Mel Gibson. Yeah, he is, man. You love that saxophone, don't you? Yeah. Now it's nostalgic, you know? When I was a kid, I'm like, damn, this shit sucks, man. That fucking saxophone was intense. Now I hear it, it's like music to my ears, man. It's nostalgic. You know, a drive-by is about to happen, or somebody's going through a drunk depression. When you hear that saxophone, that 80s saxophone. And then they had that fucking guitar in the background. You know, you got fucking Mel Gibson in a fucking trailer on the beach, fucking making s'mores in a fucking campfire, fucking crying to himself, drinking fucking whiskey straight out the bottle and shit. And then a cat comes by and goes, and fucking knocks over some shit, and he's stumbling back to his fucking bed all fucking late night and shit, all depressed and shit. Then he gets a phone call from fucking Danny Glover. God damn it, Riggs! It's 6 a.m. Where you at? Get in the car, Riggs! You know? I miss those Lethal Weapon movies, man. That's when America was America, man. I know one guy that just too much. You could tell him the situation like you don't listen, you just talk, etc. And even that goes over his head. Amazing. I thought I had fucking ADHD undiagnosed. Some people have it worse. Row. Next time, ask Tony how many passports and IDs he has. I'd say multiple. Hit. Let me think. I don't know. I can't think right now. He's probably got about like fucking 12 passports and shit. Fake mustaches, wigs. He's probably got all types of shit. He's got that shit that slides out on your arm. Like he's got that shit that you attach to your forearm and it fucking slings out with like a fucking gun or a fucking knife. You can just like it pops out underneath the sleeve and shit. He's got the fake hand too that they hold, like you know when they walk and shit. He's got the fake hand, and his real hand is underneath the coat with the fucking hand on the trigger, you know, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Doing security work out there in that fucking land out there, man. He's sticking out like a sore thumb, man. That's to let them know, like, you know, we're not fucking around. We got professional help here. I got fucking I got mercenaries. He's walking around with those aviators, like, yeah, move out of the way, peasant. We're doing official business here. Big Balls Buick. Big Balls Buick. What up, Raymond? Oh, hell nah. What do you mean, hell nah? That's what he's doing, man. You think it's a joke? This guy's like fucking Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, man. Doing that stunt shit. You could just hear the music, man, when he gets on that fucking airplane to go to Taiwan. I think I'll have a spritzer and what's on the menu for lunch for this flight? What's the in-flight movie today? Let me see. Hold on. Give me some Mission Impossible shit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Fucking internet sucks. I could picture him with that fucking bungee cord, like fucking this shit right here. The bungee cord fucking an inch off the floor. That's what he's doing in Taiwan right now. That's why he was such in a rush to get off the fucking show. He's got to do shit like this. Fucking guy probably knows how to rock climb, too. He's trained in rock climbing, this fucking guy. Hopping out of helicopters and shit. Steady now, steady. He's in the fucking helicopter with a bazooka and shit. Like, oh, keep it steady. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. This is how he dresses up when he goes to England and shit. Fornicating with Posh Spice. Or a lady boy that looks like Posh Spice. Yeah. All right. Anyway, that's cool, man. He's like some covert operations and shit. That's cool, man. That's some gangster shit. You don't fuck around, man. If I ever meet Tony Buick, man, he better meet up with me unarmed, all right? He better not be packing. Pause. You don't meet up with me and pack. Understand? I'm the one that's packing, not you. You said it all perfectly, Smoke. That's him all day. Yep, I know. I get the gist of it now. Angel Gotti, it's me, Big Balls Buick, the one you betrayed for a scumbag, man. You slingshot boy. Maybe he's a bodyguard protecting some dignitary, but was on a break. That's what I'm thinking. He's probably like doing bodyguard work for like the prince out there, Prince Nassim Abdul Jabbar Lopez, you know. You're fine, Smokey, just going through your change of life. I don't want to think about it, all right? Went through my midlife crisis a little earlier today, too. Again, this cold is oppressive. DB Cooper, my man, I like, thanks always, sir. What? He's kind of like DB Cooper, huh? He probably jumps out of airplanes and shit, too, late at night under high wind conditions. Specially trained. Special. That guy could probably get a fucking M16 through customs, and nobody will be none the wiser. They'll be like, oh, this is normal. Yeah, sure. Here you go, sir. Yeah. Have a nice, enjoy your stay. I don't know. That's what they got. I don't know what the fuck they got names out there in the Philippines like that. I don't know. She was ass? Who was ass? She was ass. She was ass. That Gotti movie was ass. The second one. Who we talking about? Big Balls Buick. Buick is goddamn the thief that jumped off that plane. Forgot the name. Oh, DB Cooper. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. All right. Yeah. Tony Buick Bond, 007. Damn, man. He ain't fucking around. Did you hear the way Tony said, motherfucker? He said, motherfucker. I want to piss on him, motherfucker. I said, whoa. He's done this before. I could picture him in fucking Syria somewhere in some fucking covert ops black site in the middle of the fucking desert and shit underground, torturing fucking ISIS and fucking Al Qaeda's and shit. You're gonna give us a name today, tough guy? And he's fucking pissing on them. They're tied up to a chair with the fucking light in the ceiling, just that one light that's all dim and shit. And they're fucking shoving hummus down his mouth and shit, like, yeah, you hungry, huh? You hungry? They're fucking. He's specially trained for this type of shit. Waterboarding, you know. He got all the tools to waterboard your ass. He knows. This is what he's done, man. So when he says he's gonna do that to Chicky, I believe him. He's done it before. Urinating on the guy, you know. You don't want to tell us names, huh? And you seen how some of those Al Qaeda's cry and shit. They cry. Please don't tell you a lie like that. You know, they're crying and shit. Eventually, they start telling you names, you know. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. They call him Allah Akbar. You know, they start telling you names and shit. Then they start eating the hummus. They give you the hummus. Like, yeah, go ahead, eat. Yeah, tell us more. They call him the goat fucker. In my country, he fuck goat. Okay, where can I find him? You cannot find him. He is ghost. He is ghost and goat. God damn it. And the line is fingernail. What? I can't say that word, man. You're trying to fuck with my speech impediment. God damn it, Pookie. Buick's going to start doing crypt videos on Instagram showing off the switch. Come on, we're going to slide on you. We're going to walk you down. Yeah, he'll be in a Zuzu and shit, driving around in circles through some fucking shithole market and shit. Like, I'm losing the signal. Hold on. It's getting deeper. Okay, 10 feet. 10 feet. So look at the cars. He's somewhere in the cars. Doing covert hits and shit. Shit that don't make the news, you know? Let me see. What was the name of that movie? Oh, yeah. Yeah, hold on. Hold on, man. We're going to show you Tony Buick in action. I'm going to show you, man. Let me show you this motherfucker in action. Hold on. Right here. Right here. Look at this shit. This is Tony Buick behind the guy, you know? Do your fucking ears hurt? Your fucking ears hurt, huh? I'm about to piss on you. And then this is Tony Buick with his peoples outside the presidential palace in fucking Manila. Look what Tony Buick did. Look at this poor guy. Well, he ain't a poor guy. He's Al Qaeda, but still. There's ways to do things. There's ways not to do things, all right? This went against war crimes laws or some shit. International shit. Boo-hoo. Here's Tony Buick on the right talking to the head of the fucking CIA, covert black ops, covert missions and shit. This is how Tony Buick entered Taiwan. They don't even fucking tell you what type of material those helicopters are made out of. You know what I'm saying? That's a special helicopter. Special. What else we got here? Where's the other scene? When they're driving around in a fucking car, like, oh, look at the cars. Look at the cars. Yeah, this fucking scene. This asshole. Look at the cars. He's somewhere in the cars. Look at the vehicle. You see him? You know, they're taking pictures and shit. This is Tony Buick at the fucking Ferrari Lamborghini dealership in fucking United Arab Emirates. I'd like to buy this. He's gonna get a new paint job. He doesn't like the yellow. He's gonna get it redone. Baby blue. What else we got here? Where's the other one? Here it is. Here it is. This is what Tony Buick's driving around in fucking Philippines. A fucking shitty Isuzu. Look at that. Ugh. Makes you want to throw up. Look at that fucking car. Third world. Third world. Look at this. That's Tony Buick in the passenger seat right here on the right. Make a left here. I'm hungry. We get some halal. All right, enough of breaking his balls. I'm sorry, Tony Buick. I'm sorry. Somebody get on here. I don't want to go back to the fucking news. I don't want to talk about the woke. Buick's running around with a gun. Common, best apologize. Oh, Common's in the house? What up? What up? What up, Mary? Black Ops. That's right. I'll never forget how rude Common was to Tony. Exactly, I am now aiming precisely at your groin. So speak, or forever hold your peace. You must not like having a ball sack, huh? Yeah, maybe I'll change that for you. I don't know. Yeah, Tony's planning his next job as we speak. It's going to be at the fucking Nakatomi building on the fucking 100th floor, setting up explosives shit. Hanging upside down, fucking with a flashlight in his mouth, fucking rewiring shit. You know, he's in the fucking vents and shit of the building. He's crawling through the vents. Fucking flashlight, those little mini flashlights in his mouth. Got those tactical gloves and shit that could punch through concrete and shit. Probably got fucking C4 packs and shit. He's got everything. Guy probably even knows how to fucking, what's that shit? What's that sport where they fucking jump like bats? That they fucking fly. What's that shit? He knows how to do that shit. Fucking, goddamn it, man. They took him to the beach, 20 below 0 degrees, man. They laid him down on the shore and let the water fucking go over his nose and mouth and fucking, he had to train like that, man. Suffocating in water for hours in the freezing cold. Then they told him to get up and run fucking 10 miles. Damn. And now he's in sunny paradise, having a good time, sipping banana daiquiri. He's high in the Philippine mountains. And he's having shrimp cocktail. Must be nice. I'm in a fucking frozen tundra here, and it's nighttime. He's in the beautiful daytime over there, having nice little teriyaki chicken. Fucking must be nice. Wow. Buick, you're in trouble, or the poor bastard who has to wear it is. With the rooster pouch. I found that famous red thong with rooster pouch popping. I'm in big trouble. Yes, you are, Tony. Been a bad boy. I'm scrolling up. Who the fuck rapped that shit? We listen to Wu-Tang Clan? Oh, Black Rob. Oh. Yeah, Mickey Bats boy. All right, fuck. We're going to have to go back to the woke news then because you guys aren't fucking, grabbing that link. How you say banana daiquiri there, Smoke? I don't know. Banana daiquiri? I don't know. Banana. Banana daiquiri. Banana daiquiri. I don't know. All right. So, well, there we go. Anyway, now I lost my fucking will to even read this shit now, but against the woke. It's past me now, you know? It's past me. I'm not in the mood. Let's see what else is happening out there in the news. Hold on. Well, oh yeah, Roger Goodell. You know Roger Goodell, for all you football fans out there, the asshole who owns the NFL? Well, he says he doesn't expect Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime performance to take a political turn on Sunday when he takes the stage. Yeah, okay, pal. We'll see about that. You just remember what he said, all right? He doesn't expect any political shit. He says he already explained to this asshole in English and probably in Spanish that, uh, this is a fucking platform that is used to unite people. It's to be able to bring people together with creativity, with their talents, and to be able to use that moment to do that. It's about unifying the country for once around sport, the greatest fucking sport in American history, besides baseball. Fuck basketball. And I forgot my point. Fuck, because I'm thinking about other shit. Let me take a sip of my drink. Hold on. Oh yeah, fucking Roger Goodell. You just mark his words down, all right? And remember, when this asshole takes the stage and he says at the end of the show, "Fuck guys, fuck you, we are not illegal, we are all people here, we deserve to be here, it's our land now, fuck America. This is stolen land anyway, we're taking it back." You know, all that shit. You mark my words, all right? You mark his words, all right? You just remember what Roger Goodell said. I want a fucking kangaroo. Me too. I want one of those little pygmy kangaroos. The ones that can't really hurt you. The little ones. The ones that don't grow too big, yeah. Mahmoud Abbas boy. Boomerang is Kenny's nickname. You crooked cock boy. Ricky Dickerson. Smoke. Show the boxer getting his toupee knocked off in the fight the other night. Oh, everybody saw that shit. Hold on, man. I don't even know how to fucking find it. Let me see. Boxer toupee. There we go. Yeah. This asshole. Look at this. Pushed his wig back, man. Pushed his whole wig back. That's where they got the phrase from, man. Because when back in the day they used to punch people that was wearing toupees, pushed his whole wig back, man. I gotta start doing this shit. Yeah, man. I'm gonna get some braids and shit. I'm gonna be walking around looking like fucking Lil Durk and shit with my wig braids, man. This guy pushed his whole wig back, man. The more he punched, the more that shit fell apart. Look at this guy, man. Damn, man. Looking like Friar Tuck around this motherfucker, man. Damn. Damn, man. His whole wig was pushed back. A red thong with a tool pouch? Yeah, man. You got it at Target, man. tuck-friendly thongs now. That's the generation we got. You can boing, boing, boing yourself, Steve. After all, you just want to fuck, bro. Damn. Remember that song that fucking R. Kelly came out with? She got me singing boing, 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 boing. Remember that shit? That was R. Kelly, man. Yeah, boing, boing, boing. Buick is a man of mystery for sure. Oh, yeah. It's got special boots and shit, too. Extra traction, steel toe. What do you call those boots? Some sort of boots he's got. You think I need this shit? Fuck, we're going to have to read the news. All right, fuck. It's been an hour and a half. We haven't done our due diligence yet. Yeah. Slow night tonight. Slow night. Slow night. Slow night. Let me see. Nothing in the fucking news, huh? All right, we'll go back to the woke shit then. Anyway, I'm going to give you a little history lesson and compare Minnesota to the insurrectionists during the Civil War. 'Cause that's what these pieces of shit are doing, you know. They hate Trump just as much as they hated Lincoln during the Civil War. Similarly, others agreed that the emerging Confederacy was not worth the trouble and the cost of war, and the secessionists could just form their own nation and stew in their own backward, servile juice. Pause. But after Fort Sumter, President Abraham Lincoln, who was hated as much by the Confederates as President Donald Trump is by the woke and socialist left, gained the consensus that the Constitution had no clauses about any lawful departure from the Union. They didn't have a right to secede from the Union. You understand? We're going to bring Minnesota back into the Union, into the fold, by force if necessary. It operated under a clear supremacy clause that made state obstruction of federal law and occupation of federal property veritable sedition. That's what it is. Sedition. These are seditionists. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Fucking sedition. Lincoln and the preservationists felt they easily had the moral high ground of abolition versus the continuance of slavery. Nor did they want a North America of fragmenting, warring nations in the manner of Europe. Something similar is emerging over Minnesota, the South Carolina of our age. Once sanctuary cities, states, and counties had established the president that with impunity they could nullify federal immigration law. What followed was a logical and mounting descent into current open defiance of the federal government. You son of a bitch, you don't get to choose which federal laws you're going to follow. The federal law is for everybody, you motherfucker. You understand? You don't pick and choose. And see, when you pick and choose and say you're not going to follow certain laws that are for everybody fucking else in the fucking country, when you don't follow these, when you disobey, then it breeds other type of defiance. And now you have the results of what you have now in these fucking woke cities, man, these sanctuary cities, man. Open defiance of federal fucking law. They're telling people to go out there and defy the fucking federal government. Go out there and obstruct. Go out there and fucking, assault. Damn near inciting violence and death. These sick bastards. Something has to be done, man. Think I need this shit? If I was president, I would have been sent in the fucking National Guard in there, motherfucker. Surround the whole goddamn state. Nothing comes in or out. Nothing comes in or out. Block by block, we're gonna fucking roll down those tanks down those fucking shitty Minneapolis fucking streets. We're gonna clean up those fucking fake fucking water ice carts in the park. We're shutting it down. No more water ices are getting sold in the park in Minnesota out there. No more water ice in sub-degree fucking temperatures. How odd that self-described progressives are now acting out the visions of prior kindred nullificationists and neo-Confederates, from John C. Calhoun to George Wallace. See, I'm not good with the reading here, you know. I'm trying to be too dramatic and I'm not reading it right. I'm very excited talking about the woke. The reaction of the rest of the nation, especially its conservative half, to Minnesota resembles the 1861 disconnect in the North over the insurrectionary states. Wow, I'm reading big words and I'm not stuttering. Some believe that if Minnesota wants to protect its approximately 1,300 jailed illegal alien murderers, rapists, and assorted felons, so be it. And ICE should leave such a dysfunctional and dystopian state to its own self-destructive path. God damn it. Hold on. Yo.
What the fuck you doing, man?
Fucking reading about the woke shit in American history.
Oh my god, the fuck did what am I listening to right now? I'm coming to save
This is
the
what
chat,
happens
man.
when nobody wants
What's
to
going
fucking
on
talk
over
to
there?
me. When nobody talks to me, this is what happens. They did it to themselves. Anyway, how you feeling?
Shit, bro.
Like shit? Well, your connection sounds like shit too.
Is it?
Yeah, it's kind of fading in and out.
Hold on. Change my earbuds. Hold on.
Yeah. You do-rag boy. Hold on. We got the do-rag for you, Dwayne. Look, there's a do-rag.
Douchebag.
Douchebag. Do-rag
Yeah.
for the douchebag.
That's a douchebag, all right. Thanks, Dwayne.
Billy.
What's going down, man? What's been happening? What I missed?
I don't know, man. I don't think you've really missed much. Nothing's really going on. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
You're asking the wrong guy, man. I've been sleeping for like the last days, bro.
I guess the biggest news around was, some dog licking balls or something. I don't know. That's, we got nothing to talk about in this community now. The shitheads are gone.
No, it's still around.
Did you hear Buick earlier breaking Chickie's balls? He said he wants to beat the piss out of him and urinate on him and shit. And,
No, I didn't hear that. When was this?
That was great. Earlier on the show.
Oh
Buick
shit! No,
was
I'll have to rewind it. You gonna take the show down?
No. Might go members only. Might stay up, depending on the views tonight.
I'll listen to it. Some point. Why? What happened? What did Chickie do?
I don't know. I guess Chickie never said hello to him and would like act all Hollywood with him, like he was too good to say hello to Buick.
Oh yeah.
So Buick got offended. He's like, "I'll beat the piss out of you, you piece of shit! You fucking, you know." I was like, "Damn, got all gangsta on him."
Well, that's not hard to do. We seen what happened the last time he tried fighting somebody.
Yeah.
Didn't go too good for him.
Oh yeah, and then Sakali and Nadu. You heard what Sakali said about Nadu?
Oh, what did he say?
He wants to take a fucking nail gun and fucking cripple him, and make him remember him for the rest of his life.
Did he say that?
Yep. It was on Gene's show the other day. He was driving around. He's like, "You know what I want to do? I want to take a fucking nail gun and cripple this motherfucker. He'll remember me for the rest of his life."
Hope he does it.
Gene's like, "Who are they to talk about us? You know, who was he to talk about us?"
Yeah, no, that kid's gonna get fucking. He's gonna get his hole broke open one day. That's for sure. The way he talks to people.
Oh, and then Dom said he's like, I don't care about going back to jail. I'll tell you what, I'll go do 3 to 5 years. So he's not planning to do now. He's had enough.
Listen, I believe him. Do you blame him?
I mean, look, he's getting a bad rap for this fucking this coin. You know, it was just a bad investment. He fucked up. You know, he really believes in it for some reason, but it's just a bad investment. He screwed up. People lost money with it, and the dude's calling him out on it and breaking his balls about it. You know, but making it seem like he did it on purpose to rip people off. Now, I don't know. I don't think he did. I just think it was a bad investment because Bitcoin is down. Everything, all that shit is down. That crypto shit. So,
yeah. Well, you know, we spoke about it before where I don't think Dom fucking is like hurting for money or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I don't think he was personally trying to rob anybody. I just think he had people around him that took advantage of the fact that he doesn't know anything about that shit and they probably got over on people. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't know all the details of it, so I can't really speak one way or the other, but I don't think that Dom intentionally fucking did that shit. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
that's
He might
another
have
thing.
actually believed them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the Dom got ripped off by these guys. Dame, some Chinese guy named Dame. He's like a little Chinese guy. He ripped me off. Whatever. I know his name. We're gonna find out where he is. Some
Who
shit.
ripped him off for what? Who's that guy?
Like they were doing a scheme with the wallets. I guess you had to like buy a wallet to purchase the coins, and they were coming up with fake wallets, and like you could airdrop money into the wallet to buy crypto Nostra. So I guess people were doing that, and then it was going to like phony accounts, and people were getting ripped off. I don't know, man.
Really?
Yeah, so he was saying he got ripped off by some little Chinese guy. He said he's like, "Oh, maybe a Southeast Asian. I don't know." He's trying to be politically correct. Yeah, fucking
What
guy.
was this today?
It was like 2 days ago, maybe.
Oh yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I'm gonna have to try to get caught up on listening to some of this shit when I get time. I've been dealing with this mouth infection. Unbelievable, bro. This pain is fucking different, man.
Damn.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Somebody somebody hit me up and was telling me about some shit that happened to them with like a similar situation. They wound up having to get like fucking emergency surgery and all this shit. I'm like, oh fuck about that shit. Got a whole fucking pill fucking cocktail from the doctors and taking this crap.
Yeah. I mean, no, because it's if you got an infection in the mouth, it could be that could spread to the brain. So
Yeah,
gotta be
right into
careful.
your bloodstream and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not good. Good. Yeah, so it freaked me out a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Give it another day or two and see what's going on.
Shit. Dom is not getting a bad rap. He keeps begging people to invest in his shit coin that has tanked twice already. Oh yeah, he wants to go for a third round now. And now he is going to relaunch a third time. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he
I
says. He's
don't
like, oh, I
know.
put more money into it now.
I don't know if that's the best idea. He might want to figure out who the fuck his partners are, figure out what the hell's wrong before he starts redoing shit. I don't know.
I think he's got new partners now.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, probably some 23-year-old punk, fucking gonna take him along for another fucking long ride there.
Yeah, I've heard about that bulletproof soil. I actually have it in my Google searches right now. Oregano oil, then there's some other shit too. I was looking. Natural tea, fucking something or other. Oregano oil and something else. I gotta go look it up if I log out. If I click off here,
Some garlic in there.
I'm gonna reinvest. Trim Master said they're gonna.
They're gonna
I don't know if that's a
reinvest.
good idea.
I'm going to invest. All right.
Yeah.
What happens? Yeah.
So I don't understand. Like, what's the third fucking launch gonna change if everything else is already all fucked up? What does that? I don't understand it.
They're gonna
What am I
learn from
missing here?
past mistakes, allegedly. This time they're gonna lock the wallets. This way you can't do an airdrop. You know, they're gonna make sure you got your crypto Nostra coin that basically is still useless. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. He might want to just quit while he's behind.
I mean, bro, he could have invested in fucking, I keep saying it, like a fucking franchise, like a Wendy's, a Subway, a fucking McDonald's. He could have opened that shit up with that money he invested in his bullshit, and he could have made his money back by now. He would have had assholes working for minimum wage out there, fucking struggling while he goes in there and collects. You know? Being a fucking a McDonald's franchise owner, whatever.
So what? Yeah, you know how much it costs to open up a fucking McDonald's? You're talking about a couple million.
Is that really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you need like, I don't know, 50 to 100 grand.
Hell no. McDonald's? What are you crazy?
Yeah. No.
Fuck no. You probably need at least, I'd say, 1.5 million plus.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because the McDonald's, you gotta have the brick and mortar. You gotta pay for the franchise. You know what I mean? You gotta have the money up front, and it's got.
Maybe I was thinking about 30 years ago.
Yeah, probably 30 years ago, and probably more than that, even 30 years ago. Who the fuck knows? Yeah, those franchises are expensive now. You got to get them right when they start up before they get like popular. You know what I mean? You used to be able to get a Subway for like 50 grand.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I guess the price went up.
Yeah, McDonald's are probably the most. Well, that's what I'm saying. Fucking McDonald's probably the most expensive one you can get into. But it's guaranteed though. Like I don't care where you go, McDonald's is fucking McDonald's. You know what I mean?
You're gonna make that money, yeah. See, Subway was struggling, and they were forcing the franchisees assholes to keep the businesses open. Otherwise, they were gonna penalize them for shutting down. You know?
Oh wow, crazy.
And they were forced
a lot
to
of them are in
sales.
like fucking gas stations now and shit. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Because they couldn't cover the overhead of brick and mortar businesses, and they're not, the profit margins weren't that good. I don't know.
Too expensive. You got to pay rent and keep the lights on in there on top of everything else. I mean, and if you're not making that money, I mean, you got rent 10,000, 15,000 a month. You know?
Yeah. See, the thing with the McDonald's is that they have their whole like logistics teams behind it, and they'll find like locations that are prime. You know what I mean? So they're not going to set you up to fail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They do all the legwork to find locations and put you in certain places that are guaranteed to make money, basically. Because they don't want you going under. That doesn't help them out. These other places, they just want to get their fucking franchise fees, and if you fucking drown, that's on you, you know?
Yeah. I believe that, gay unk. Dom could figure out a way to bankrupt the McDonald's and then sue them. It's your fault. I didn't have the material that I needed. They scammed me.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think he's hurting for money or nothing like that, so I don't think he like needed to scam nobody or anything. He might have actually believed in this shit. I don't know. I don't really know. I just think that fucking the way the dude's talking to people, like he's talking to the wrong people, like a tough guy and shit. I mean, I heard him say, I'm gonna get into it the next time I go live or whatever, but I mean, he's talking fucking crazy on the show.
Yeah.
I heard him tell people he was the gatekeeper and fucking he's the only reason the motherfuckers are alive on here. Like, what the fuck does this guy think he is, man? He's a fucking little weirdo.
See, the thing is, like, you know, Jerry Capisci is like the you know, whatever. He's an OG in the genre, right? But he lasted so long because, you know, he wrote articles and wrote books that pissed, you know, these guys off. We're talking about killers and guys like that, you know, serious people that you're fucking with here, you know, talking about. But Jerry Capisci didn't fucking antagonize them. He didn't fucking insult them, you know. He didn't fucking go out of his way to fucking piss them off or call them out on their bullshit. I guess different times, you know, we're talking about before the internet, but what he's doing now, what the dude's doing is pissing these guys off, and he's a killer's. You know, I understand, you know, maybe they changed their ways, but still, that's in you, man. If you piss a guy off enough and embarrass him enough to the public, and you got 30,000, 20,000 views, you know, the guy feels humiliated. He's got 6 murders under his belt. Maybe he feels a type of way. Maybe he, you know, and it's a small world. You know?
I almost don't even want to warn him. I hope somebody just goes and splits his fucking head open, because at this point he fucking deserves it, if you ask me.
Oh.
He should have learned from fucking Sliwa over there, you know? See, I agree with what you're saying. You know, Capici was a journalist. You want to come on here and put out your stories and shit like that, okay, be a journalist. But when he starts taking shit personal and insulting people and fucking talking like he's some type of tough guy or something like that, he's going to fucking run into one of these guys, and he ain't going to find out he ain't so tough after all. it's easy to do from the comfort of your own home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like you said, he's doing it to the wrong type of people. You know, he'll find out. Everybody keeps saying this shit too. Like, I keep hearing all these assholes. Oh, the minute you cooperate or whatever, you lost your tough guy fucking card or something. Okay.
It doesn't work like that.
You
I
know,
don't know who came up with that rule, but
yeah, it don't work like that. You know what I mean? Not at all. You know, not at all.
but yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he's talking like that. There's no, I'm not saying don't call people out on their bullshit, but there's ways to do it. You don't gotta
He's
insult the
making it
guy.
personal.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
trying to
Yeah,
make it personal.
yeah.
And it's not personal. It's fucking business at the end of the day. You want to report on it, you can report on it, but you don't have to insult people and then try to ruin somebody's life or this and that. Like, you don't fucking know. You know what I mean? Listen, that kid's a fucking weasel. There's a reason why he got smacked before. He already got smacked once in front of a whole fucking stadium at a fucking Eagles game. It didn't do nothing. One of these other guys is really going to hurt him.
Look, it's for views. It's to keep the channel going, and I understand, but it's a risk. It is risky. It's a gamble. Talking
Yeah.
like that, but it does get views. It gets him, the attention he's looking for. So
Yeah, but it's like the old saying of all money isn't good money. All publicity isn't good publicity, especially when it's going to get your fucking head split open at some point, because somebody's going to do it. I'm not saying if, I'm just saying when. Trust me, something's going to happen to that dude the way that he talks. Because he ain't a tough guy. Everybody knows that. You know what I mean?
yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I guess it's bound to happen if he keeps it up. But I don't want it to happen to him. But sometimes in life, you gotta learn lessons. I don't know. You gotta learn how to. I don't know.
You
Some
could
people gotta
tell
learn
he's
the
one of
hard
them
way.
fucking. Well, that's what it is. You can tell he's one of them kids that fucking grew up with a silver spoon in his fucking mouth and thinks his fucking shit don't stink. You know what I mean? And somebody like that needs to get a fucking good smack once in a while. It is what it is. I think the kid's got fucking mental issues. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck is exactly wrong with him, but there's something wrong with him.
Damn, this guy.
What?
The Gus of things. I really think he's a psychopath. Something wrong with him. Really, who goes on the dark web and watches cartel torture videos?
Yeah, he does. I've heard him say shit like that. Yeah, he's a fucking sick bastard, bro. I've heard him say shit like that. He's not playing with a full
I
deck.
used
I'm
to
telling
hate
you, there's
those.
something off with him.
I used to hate those friends. You ever had those friends like that would just text you that shit randomly? Like they text you the video and like you don't even expect it, and it's some fucking cartel execution video. And you're like, what the fuck, man? You just fucked up my whole day now.
Oh, yeah, I had that happen to me.
You wake up and see
Somebody
this shit. You're like,
ruined.
what the fuck, man?
Yeah, we were on our way out. My boy he had a tree fall through his fucking house in Rhode Island and fucking, we had to go over there and fucking helping him clean up and shit. And fucking two of the people we were with, he was watching those ones from Puerto Rico from the dark web and shit when they go and they like fucking assassinate a rat or something in the neighborhood and they let like fucking 30 clips into the guy in front of like 80 kids and shit like that in the middle of the fucking little place they live, whatever the hell they're called.
The barrio.
Yeah, the barrios, whatever. And I'm watching that. Like, why the fuck did you just show me that? That's all I thought about the whole fucking day, dude. I was like, Jesus Christ, man, what the fuck did you show that to us for? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I haven't seen some
We're on our way
shit,
to go
man.
try to get some work done. This guy's got to show me this shit. I don't fucking ask to see that. I was like, what the fuck are you watching? This is what you do in your spare time, you fucking weirdo? You know what I mean?
They just
You
want to show
sick
you the harsh
bastards.
realities of the world. Like, bro, I don't want to think about that shit, But it does,
Yeah.
put you in check.
Hey, he ruined my whole fucking day after that. But that's the type of shit that dude fucking sits at home and fucking rubs his fucking joint out too. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't think it's fucking real. You know what I mean? He doesn't understand that shit actually happens to people. That ain't a movie, bro.
If he was in Mexico, if he was a journalist like doing this shit in Mexico,
They'd
they
have killed
definitely
him a
would
long
have
time
killed
ago.
you.
Yeah.
In the back of that fucking pickup truck.
He'd have been like that Mexican kid that was fucking talking shit about El Mancho. He was dead within like 3 days. You know?
Yeah.
He'll find out. Listen, we warned him. He's going to keep talking like that. It's going to happen. I'm telling you, it's not a matter of if. It's just when. Somebody will bump into him unless he doesn't plan on leaving his house ever again.
And, this guy Sakali, he's got some fucking screws loose, I picture him driving up there, stalking and shit,
Listen, it's not him. It's just at the end of the day, a man is a man. You know what I mean? And when you came up in the fucking streets at the end of the day, the last thing you're gonna do is let somebody fucking disrespect you, especially somebody like him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let's be serious here. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. I'm gonna let that motherfucking disrespect me on fucking YouTube in front of everybody and talk the way that he is. They're gonna make an example out of him. And he deserves it, bro, honestly. I'm not gonna feel bad when it happens. I'm just gonna say I told you so. You know? As simple as that. But there's a lot of people on this internet that do that shit too. They talk real crazy on the internet. I told people a long time ago, I learned about that shit 30 years ago when I was like fucking 12, 13 years old, and fucking somebody I knew got the whole fucking house shut up over talking crazy on the internet. So I seen it happen firsthand. I know what can happen. You say one wrong thing to the wrong person, you're gonna find out, man. They'll find out.
This guy Dom, though, he's talking about torture. It's a fucking nail gun. I thought he said rail gun. I had to look it up. I'm like, yo, they're gonna blow him to smithereens with a fucking rail gun. And then I looked it up. Oh, he said nail gun. I had to rewind it. Nail gun, which was just as bad. He wants to cripple him. You know, like that means he's going for the kneecaps with that fucking thing. You know how much that hurts?
The fact that he's saying it means that he's thinking about it. So he's got fucking now he's vocalizing on the internet like he don't even give a fuck. That's bad, bro. That's bad, man.
Yeah. He
Telling
said he
you,
don't give
man.
a fuck. He'll go to jail for 5 years. He said.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna get for fucking smacking somebody in the face and knocking their teeth out? Shit, a year? I mean,
Yeah, but then he's gonna get sued because the dude's gonna sue the fuck out of him.
yeah, so you make sure you hide all your assets before you fucking go and do it. Go put them in somebody else's name and tell them to fuck off.
Yeah. Dom's gonna be making phone calls like, sweetheart, I need to put my house and everything in your name. And cousin Johnny.
I mean, who the fuck does the kid think he is? I mean, have you heard any of the shit he's been saying on the shows? It's crazy, bro.
I did hear the last thing about the Ruggiano.
The way he was talking to that guy. Listen, the way he was talking about Ruggiano was fucking bullshit. Ridiculous, man. And then supposedly, I didn't get to see it yet, but somebody had hit me up and told me that Ruggiano said basically he wasn't even interested in responding to the kid, and the dude won't let it go, and he's fucking not content with him fucking keeping his mouth shut and not responding to him. He wants to keep poking him and saying shit about the nicest guy on here that don't even bother nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the guy's dad is a fucking legend in the fucking streets. You know what I mean? And it's another one of those situations like, he would never speak to that motherfucker a day in his life in the fucking street if it wasn't for YouTube. Well, let's be serious here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why somebody needs to do something just out of principle. I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying people like him need to get fucking put in the hospital for a fucking weekend and be a fucking poster boy for fucking people on the internet. Honestly, that's how I feel. I don't even care how anybody takes it. You know what I mean?
They're doing the Ruggiano son is probably for views and bullshit. I mean,
But that's not. But here's the thing, right? You got a show where you claim that you're a fucking mafia historian or whatever and shit, and you just report on fucking shit you hear, shit that's going on. Okay, well, just do that then. Just report on it. Do your fucking shows, your little biographies, whatever the fuck you want to call them, right? Your fucking Wikipedia shits, and fucking keep it at that. Don't start getting personal with fucking people and talking shit to them and saying
tell
you
the
lost
guy
your
like, you're not
gangster
your
card.
father. Your father was the gangster, not you. Like you can't.
And what do you? Yeah, well, and that guy murdered. That guy's got murders under his belt too. They murdered people too. You know what I mean? So, I mean, Ruggiano did a hit with Skinny Dom. You know what I mean? They killed his fucking brother-in-law for fucking disrespecting his mother. Yeah. I hope to do fucking disrespect somebody's mother or something like that, so they can fucking do it to him and make him one of them news articles like Capici. I won't even lose sleep over it. He's a fucking asshole. Seriously, I don't even the fucking kid.
You've had enough, huh?
Yeah, the kid's a fucking clown. I don't like the way the kid's fucking talk. He's already gotten smacked before and didn't do nothing. We've seen him fight in a boxing ring. He can't fight. So the fact that he's on fucking the internet talking like he's some type of fucking killer, and then I heard him say that fucking he's got a gun, I'll shoot you in the fucking face. What do you think? You're the only person in the world with a gun, bro? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
how come I can't find that part, man? I tried to search for that part. I couldn't find that.
What do you think's going to happen to you when you advertise you walk around with a gun? Guess what you're never going to be able to pull out? You know what I'm saying? If people know you walk around with a gun on you, you're just going to get shot in the fucking head. Exactly. Yeah. You're asking to get fucking shot right in the fucking head, honestly.
You better hope
that
never let
these
them know
guys,
what you're holding, man.
Yeah, you better hope that these guys don't fucking wind up getting divorced or find out their fucking kids dying of cancer or something. They're gonna wind up just fucking killing that motherfucker, making an example out of him. And at this point, I honestly think he's fucking earned it. Seriously. It's something weird. Like, people get on this YouTube shit and they get a couple people that like follow them or whatever and tell them how great they are, and it goes like right to their fucking head, and they think they became fucking invincible, or they like really start believing their own bullshit. You know what I mean? And he's one of them motherfucking people, bro. Honestly,
I mean,
it's sick. It's like a sickness.
I don't know what
I don't know
he's
what it's
thinking.
called.
I don't know if he's thinking the law is going to protect him, but I don't know, man.
Well,
Sometimes,
he's this is what he's thinking, Smoke, right? I don't mean to cut you off, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
This is what he's thinking. He's thinking these guys fucking cooperated, they changed their lives and shit. They don't want to go back to prison, they didn't want to go to the first time, all that typical bullshit, bro. Right? But these guys, somebody's gonna snap, bro, and make an example out of this motherfucker for disrespecting him, bro. Like, that's what he doesn't realize. He's not going to be the first person that this happened to. You can go on YouTube right now and find 100 different stories of somebody disrespecting somebody on the internet and them getting their fucking lid blown off. You know what I mean? It's happened fucking pretty often. I know of at least 3 that happened like a couple months ago with people on the internet. You had that one kid that was playing fucking Xbox or PlayStation where the dude was disrespecting him. The kid flew from fucking Jersey all the way down to Florida, knocked on his door and beat him half to death with a fucking hammer, right? Then you had that other dude that was in like the prison genre, was disrespecting some guy. They went and killed him at his fucking tattoo studio at a shop and shit. Shot him like fucking 15 times or something like that. You know? Like, there's been plenty of people for you to look at and just say they fucking talk shit to the wrong guy. And look what happened to him. It's gonna happen to the
that
kid.
couple in Vegas, you remember?
This is what I'm saying. Like, there's so many instances where something like this has happened. What do you think? You're special, bro? Like, this shit can't happen to you because it hasn't happened yet. You already got punched in the face or smacked in the face in front of a whole stadium full of people for talking shit. Like, that wasn't even by a guy with bodies under his belt. It was by like one of their kids or something, I think, or nephews or some shit like that. You know?
But he's talking to fucking made guys and, well, ex-made guys and members of the mafia, you know, who fucking may have been involved in murders or committed murders, and he's antagonizing.
Yeah, it's smart, right? It's real fucking brilliant. Why doesn't he talk to the fucking cartel guys like that? Maybe that's next. Maybe he wants to start talking shit to fucking Mencho or something, or fucking Chapo's kids or something. You know, who the fuck knows? The kid's a fucking weirdo.
See no evil. Holy Toledo. What up, man? Hope you're doing well too, brother. Good to see you, man.
Who's that? Oh, See No Evil. What's up, man?
Yeah, I haven't seen this guy in a long time.
Wait, who is Trim Master? That's a different account, or they used to be somebody else?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, D'Augusta. Oh, okay. He changed his name to it. Gotcha. I was wondering because he has a D in the avatar. That's why I thought maybe he changed his name or something.
Yeah, they're doing that fucking what do you call that shit? The ad handle shit.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Let me see. Hold on. Fuck. Let me just make sure.
Yeah, he wound up in the fucking psych ward, all right.
Yeah, it's D'Augusta, yeah. You're a great guest that always raises my blood pressure. Who's this? Who you talking about? Maybe he's talking about Tony Buick. I don't know.
He's probably talking about me. Who the fuck knows?
No, I think he was talking to Tony Buick earlier.
He
doesn't like Tony Buick's communist ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's already been at the fucking Institute of Living and shit. He got booked over there because he fucking went nuts one day. And then there was something about a transformer or something, supposedly. I don't fuck.
I never heard that.
I did.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, Diet Paps was talking about it.
Diet Paps. This must have been a long time ago then, huh?
Oh yeah, it was like a year or 2 ago. It was before he went and fucking made up with Joey after he got hit in the head with a bunch of rolls over at the fucking steak place.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't like him. You know where I stand on him. I don't like his attitude. I don't like the way he fucking speaks to people. I don't like none of that shit. But whatever.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me get that shit from I think the dude clipped it. Let me see.
It might have been Casman that said it. I don't know. It could have been Casman too. I think Casman had something to do with it. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it was Casman. I don't remember. It was a fucking while ago now.
Here we go. Listen to this. Hold on.
I'm getting to the point. Fuck jail. I really don't care. It never scared me in my life. I just like to grab a nail gun and start fucking. This kid will be crippled for life. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. He's getting me to that. He's getting me to the old dominant. Well, I don't care. So what? Go away for 2 or 3 years, 5 years. Big fucking deal. But he will remember me for the rest of his life.
Right.
He will remember. He's getting me that because I just don't like the lies. And he wants, like, I don't know what it. I think Joey's behind him, putting a battery in his back.
I'm starting to believe too.
I think Joey doesn't like, Merlino doesn't like Nadu really, so he's trying to get him hyped up to get himself fucked up.
Oh my God, could you imagine? That'll be hilarious.
And get Dom jammed up at the same time. Kill 2 birds with 1
Yeah,
stone.
he's getting a 2 for 1. He's getting rid of the wig and fucking Sakali. Oh my God. That'll be the fucking funniest play in history. Listen, I don't want to see nobody go to prison. I don't want to see nobody go to prison or nothing like that. But if you got to take a year or 2 to put that motherfucker in the hospital and shut him up, well, salute, man. I'll send him some commissary.
Jeez. Yeah. I mean, look, the guy's a millionaire. Why would he want to throw it away over this shit? But look, if you get a guy that pissed off, he just snaps,
But you don't stop, man. He's doing shows on the fucking guy 2, 3 fucking times a week, fucking talking shit, calling him a scammer, doing all this other shit. Like, so Nadu's out here talking like people being rats, this and that. Well, what the fuck are you doing on your show every day when you're trying to say the guy's scamming people? That's a fucking rat move too, ain't it?
Yeah.
He's accusing him of doing illegal shit, trying to scam people, this and that. Well, he's being a fucking half a rat himself by going on talking about it on his fucking shows. If he didn't invest in it, he ain't got nothing to worry about. What the fuck does he need to be getting involved in the shit for? It ain't got nothing to do with him. You know what I mean? Realistically, what the fuck's what the fuck you got? Well, that's what I mean. If you want to be on here and you're doing it for the gram, so to speak, right? Then all right. Well, when you get what you got coming to you, don't go crying about it. You wanted to get fucking views and clicks and shit, right? Well, don't cry from your fucking hospital, but
that's the risk,
You wanted that attention, right?
Might not happen, but when you talk like that, it could happen. You never know.
And a lot of these guys killed was over disrespect. That's exactly what this dude's fucking doing to people now. So I ain't gonna feel bad for him. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I can tell you that right now. I'm like, oh yeah. He earned it,
Imagine if this was like the early 90s and he was on radio talking this shit. Damn, man.
Oh, he'd have got killed a while ago. He'd have got killed a long time ago. He would have got the Sleewood treatment. He would have got picked up one day, fucking.
I think the Giannini crew would have done it. They would have gave the work to the Giannini crew.
Could have sent Vito Guzzo. Sent Vito over there. Tell him he was talking about him. Being real disrespectful, that motherfucker. I mean, what it like? I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to get out of this. With some attention, some fucking views and shit. Whatever the fuck. He's getting the wrong kind of attention. That's not attention you want. And he's pissing a lot of people off because he's putting people into like buckets and shit. You know what I mean? Where he'll do the shit where he'll do the fucking, I don't like none of these rats. I'm not having none of these rats on my show, right? Meanwhile, at the end of the day, his problem has always been himself, and he still hasn't figured that out yet. How many shows has he tried to do with how many people, and none of them have fucking worked out? So is it all of these people that have the problem, or is it the person that can't get along with fucking anybody? I think that he's the fucking problem, not everybody else. I just have a hard time believing that fucking all these people can't get along with fucking you, and they're all the ones with the issues. There's nothing wrong with you. You know what I mean? He tried having a show with Casman, tried having a show with Sakali, tried having a show with fucking Frank Joya, tried doing a show with fucking, you know what I mean? Like, they're not all the problem because they do shit with plenty of other people and shit, but they can't do it with him. So he's the fucking issue. He just hasn't figured it out yet.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just the way that I see it. But if you ask him, everybody else is fucked up, not him. You know what I mean? He's a fucking retard. The kid's retarded. That's why I say I could tell that he grew up with a fucking silver spoon in his fucking mouth and shit. He acts like a little fucking cunt on here. You know what I mean? It is
He
what it
seems
is. It's just
he
the
seems
truth.
to know what he's doing, like internet wise. Like he says he's making, good money per month off the internet and shit, and you know.
Yeah, he says that, right? I don't know anything to be true. All I do know is that his family he came from fucking money. His father, from what I understand, rest in peace, whatever. His father passed away and shit, but his dad had a really big business. I'm sure he left him fucking money and shit like that. And I'm sure he's never had to struggle for shit in his life. You know what I mean? So how much of it is from what he's fucking done, I don't know. But he's also the same guy that felt entitled when fucking Portnoy wanted to hire him and he demanded fucking $200,000 more than that.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it was. Like he was fucking owed something. You know what I mean? And then wants to go talking about, he'll go back there afterwards when he didn't get his fucking way. That's what I'm saying. You could tell he's got that like entitled fucking shit in him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That would have been
I
great
heard-
though, man. Stay at fucking Barstool. I mean, I don't know. After 1 year,
But he had to fuck it up. He had to fuck it up by thinking fucking who the fuck he is. That's my point. Now, why you can't be happy that you're working for them, doing your thing over there. You're an employee, you deal with Portnoy and shit. You're making $100,000 a year. No, I need fucking 200 because I say so. Not that I'm proving that I'm fucking worth that, but because I want it, I feel entitled to it. That's him.
I
He's
would
an
have stayed the
ungrateful
second year and
motherfucker.
step it up, like for another year and then see how it goes. And then the third year, then we'll see,
Well, there you go. And meanwhile, why did he get hired by Barstool in the first place? They got him because he was like one of the whack pack. He was a 450-pound little fat kid crying about who got picked up in the fucking NFL draft by the Eagles and shit. He wasn't happy with the guy. And he went viral and got put on the map because of that. Then
No,
he
he was
talks on
lucky
here
enough to
like
go
he's
viral,
fucking...
man. That's incredible, really. But he
Well,
got
yeah, I
lucky.
mean, when you're 450 pounds and you're talking about somebody's athletic prowess and shit, it's kind of funny when you think about it. You know what I mean? He's judging who they picked up in the fucking draft like they should have picked him up or something. You know what I mean? It's comical.
No, he got lucky being discovered, but it does take skill to keep it, to keep it going. So he did keep it going. Like he
Yeah,
took
but it
it
was
and ran
always
with it,
because he was beefing with fucking people and shit. Like he was having fights with all his coworkers that wanted to whoop his ass and shit. So he winds up getting into a boxing match with the fucking the other fat kid there. What the fuck is his name? Jerry or something like that. Whatever the fuck his name was, Jerry or something. And then he goes in the fucking ring and embarrasses himself. But now he's talking about he might have another boxing match lined up. And he said he's going to be ready this time. Supposedly that's what he was saying in the video. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you weren't ready last time. You'll be ready this time? Yeah, I don't believe you.
He could beat up Adam 22.
I don't know. Adam 22 is like twice his size. He might feel like a bully.
He didn't throw a punch at him 22. At least the dude was throwing punches and shit,
Well, yeah, that's because both the guys were the same size. Adam 22 is like 6'3". The dude's like 5'7", 5'6", maybe 5'8" tops. I don't know.
That's not short, okay?
No, but to somebody who's 6'3", it is.
Yeah.
If you were, so let me ask you this:
He's
so
just tall.
6'3", fighting somebody that's 5'8", you're 7 inches taller than them. So if they were gonna say, "Hey, Smoke, we want you to fight a guy who's 5'1", are you gonna be fucking worried about it?
Nah.
Exactly. So now you're gonna put Adam 22 in a ring with fucking the dude. He's already seen the dude fighting Jerry. I put my money on Adam. You understand?
I would take that bet. I'll take that bet.
Well, maybe we can line it up.
After seeing Adam, that was pitiful, man. He got. Let's not even get into it, but
he was also in the ring with a 6'5" fucking behemoth of a fucking Amazonian in the fucking ring. He probably knew he was gonna get his lights knocked out. He just wanted to lose any of his teeth. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't think
At
he's
least
worried about
one
the dude knocking his teeth out. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. My point is, I don't think he's going to be worried about the dude knocking his teeth out. He's seen the dude in the ring already. There's nothing to fear. You know what I mean? Like nothing.
That's a point. You got a point there.
Unless Adam slipped and fell out of the ring somehow by accident, that's about the only thing he'd have to worry about fighting a guy. You know what I mean?
Damn.
I mean, the way the dude talks on his show is like he's fucking Tommy Karate or something. You know what I mean? The guy's a fucking dweeb. He's a geek, bro. That fucking roundhouse kicking right in the side of his fucking head and fucking he'd forget fucking everything he's done for the last 3 years on here. Seriously. It's crazy. Listen to this kid talk. It's fucking nuts.
I don't know, man, but if I was to do, I'd tone it down a little bit. I think he's been told this for years, though, to tone it down, but he doesn't give a fuck, He's going
Because
out
nothing's
there.
happened to him. Because nothing's happened to. That's what I'm saying. Wait until something happens to him. See if he keeps talking like that when he winds up in the hospital for a fucking couple of weeks. What are you waiting for?
What if they make a move on him, man? What if he gets into a shootout in front of his house, man? Would you give him props?
I have to hear what happens.
Like if Sakali pulls up, like, what's up now? The dude's coming out of his driveway and shit, like, oh shit.
Well, he almost killed a whole bunch of innocent people the last time this happened in this paranoid stupor. He was driving around with a gun on him or something, wasn't he? Thinking that some fucking old lady was trying to get him killed by a bunch of bikers and shit or something. That's what landed him in the fucking. Yeah, that's what landed him in the mental institute. He was driving around with the piece on him because he thought they were trying to set him up, the bikers and a mob or something, for some stabbing at some bar that he goes to or something. And the dude fucking was driving around fucking Amish country with a fucking loaded firearm, getting ready to take one for the team, bro. To get fucking out of his mind, dude.
Damn.
Then he came on here and lied
maybe.
about it. Then he came on here and lied about it and told everybody his own story about what fucking happened. It's a fucking mental case.
I remember Merlino was talking shit about it, but then they became friends, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, because it was smart. It was smart by Joey. Do you want some mental case that's running around town with a firearm on him? Fucking, that's not all there upstairs thinking you want to kill him and shit. It's probably smart by Joey to bring him in and give him a cheesesteak. Let the kid fucking relax a little bit. He's out of his mind. He knows he's fucking mentally ill. Yeah, I mean, like, do you know somebody in your neighborhood that's fucking not playing with a full deck that's got a firearm that thinks you're out trying to kill him and shit? Wouldn't you try to put him at ease too? Invite him over for a fucking little, Philly cheesesteak and give him a shirt or something and tell him to relax,
That's what they do. And then when Leno's like, yeah, come in the back office, fucking the dude walks back there, there's plastic everywhere on the walls and shit.
Yeah, like VZ walking into the apartment covered in plastic.
Yeah.
That was still one of the funniest stories of all time, too. When VZ was on the fucking CBS show talking about it, when they tried killing him that day.
Yeah.
And he said,
I'm not dead yet.
He said, I walked into the room, it was covered in plastic. I didn't think nothing of it. They told me they were painting. It's not normal walking in a room covered in plastic.
Shit.
That was fucking funny. And then they shot me. The guy shot me fucking 3 times, motherfucker.
And they told him, you're supposed to die. He's like, I ain't dead yet. And he beat the shit out of them, too. Then he pistol whipped
him. Yeah, he stabbed one of them a couple times, and he fucking hit the other guy with the fucking gun after he took it from him. Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good.
3 bullets, point blank range in the back of the fucking head.
Yeah.
What a tough bastard.
Yeah. I think they hit him with a 25. They should have used the fucking 9mm. You probably wouldn't be talking.
That's a shit gun. That was shit.
Well, the crazy thing is that they must not have known the guy because he's been shot at least like fucking 24 times throughout his life, and none of them killed him previously. They should have brought some fucking bigger fucking guns with him. That wasn't the first time the guy got shot. You know what I mean? That was like the 15th time. It was probably like nothing. It just pissed him off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody just asked a quote, Nadu versus Chicky. That'd be a fair fight.
Now that would be funny. That would be a great fight.
They better have like the fucking stretchers and shit like right next to the ring though, so they could fucking roll them out of there somehow. They're both definitely going to need some fucking medical attention. Not from any like physical injuries, just from like, not being able to breathe or like, blood pressure getting too high or something. I don't know.
We need that shit for the community, man. We need these assholes to start doing type of events like that. Why can't fucking Gene go out there and fight somebody, man, and do it? Come on. It don't gotta be the Gotti kid. Do fucking, I don't know, somebody else. He wants Snuff. But, I don't know. Snuff's not gonna do that.
I feel like he would do it if they fucking get him a serious offer. I'm sure he'd fight somebody for a fucking bag,
But Chicky and Nadu would be good.
If we could get somebody to like do some crowdfunding or something and put some fucking fights on and shit, we could get something going. I feel like, I'm in. Let me put some nice bag out there. Fuck it. Let's do it. I'm sure people would tune in, You do a little promo.
Yeah. I mean, it would be nice, but I just don't think, It's not going to happen, unfortunately. But it would be nice, man. That's what this community needs, man. Reinvigoration like that. I think I don't know. I'm trying to think about how's this going to end with Dom now, because Dom's pissed off. He needs his pound of flesh. He needs retribution now. So
They better hope they don't see him shopping at Home Depot one day.
it's a small world, man.
Dom's at Home Depot getting a fucking nail gun and a fucking staple gun and shit. He's talking about he's about to go do some work at the house, but he's in like Pennsylvania.
He tries to buy other shit to cover it up too. Like I bought plywood and
he's got plastic and fucking duct tape and shit. Yeah. Talking about he's doing a home remodeling project in fucking Pennsylvania. He doesn't even live
the
there.
shiesty mask. Driving around.
That would be funny, wouldn't it?
They rented a car and shit. Driving around the sticks. It's cold up here. Yeah, man. I think the dude's just gonna have to apologize to him eventually.
One way or the other, right? Something will have to happen to him, though. He's one of those fucking pricks that, like, he's not gonna do it out of the kindness of his heart, or that he had a come to Jesus moment unless he gets put in the hospital. Then he'll be apologizing after that. He might even still be talking shit from his hospital bed. He's that type of fucking slow weasel.
Oh, then that's thug life. Then that's thug life. If he gets fucked up and still talk shit from the hospital bed, I don't know.
Oh, Chicky's in the chat. He said he'd KO him in the second round.
The dude knocked out in the second round, 117 pounds down. Just wait. Damn.
Maybe we can set that one up. The dude's looking for a fight. He's talking tough. Somebody should knock his teeth out. I'd chip in for that. I'd buy a pay-per-view.
Imagine if Dom really crashed out, man. Fuck.
He'd be a fucking hero.
That's definitely making the news, man. That's a story right there.
Capici will have an article up on Thursday.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's a Capici story right there.
How funny is it though if Merlino's really trying to gas him up to do this shit? That's the fucking greatest move ever right there.
Well, that's Dom's theory.
He might be right. He's trying to impress him or something. He is that stupid.
He's being triple crossed. The dude's being triple crossed by Merlino. Merlino's playing fucking chess here. Like, you motherfucker, I forgot about all that shit you said back then, motherfucker.
Hey, listen, you can say what you want, but Merlino's what, like 65 or something?
I guess. Is he that old?
He's been around for. My point is that he's been around for a long time, so he's no fucking dummy. You know what I mean? Guy lived through fucking gangland wars and shit, the fucking 80s, the 90s, all that shit. You know what I mean? Definitely not a slouch.
63. He's got a birthday coming up. He's going to be 64.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I figured it was around 65. Close enough. But either way, like I'm saying, he's been around. He's been around long enough. I'm sure he knows how to fucking maneuver a few people. If you get my drift, he wouldn't be the first jerk off to fucking get over on him. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Buick. Where's Buick? Is Buick and Mr. Buick? You coming up or what?
Yeah, come on.
Drop the link for
back.
Buick.
We got some questions for you, Buick.
Yeah, I want to know how Kenny's doing.
So he's got a black thong now.
Oh, he was telling me he found the red rooster thong earlier.
Yeah.
You
never forgot that. He called it the red rooster pouch.
Yeah, he likes that.
You're in big trouble now, Buick. You know what Buick's new nickname is? It's going around. It's catching on. They're calling him Big Balls Buick.
Who's calling him that? I'm not calling him that.
He's calling himself that.
Oh, okay.
Other people called him that.
We'll call him Triple B.
Pause.
I'm Double B. That's Triple B.
Yeah, BBB. Better Business
Better
Bureau.
Business Bureau. 4 Bs.
Yeah. Turbo coming from a crowd. Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds. I got to use the bathroom real quick.
Your crime reporter boy. Everybody hit the like button, please. 72 people. Thank you for being here. Dom's at Home Depot I need a Milwaukee farming gun. It needs to be powerful. I'm building a house. Wow, this one's really nice. 600. All right. Let me get extra nails. Thank you, hon. Have a good day. He walks out of fucking Home Depot and shit. Gets back into his rental car and starts driving out to the sticks. You know, he brought his phone with him so that this way the cops can track his GPS. So when when it comes time to fucking take him to court and fucking prosecute, they got it all down, They got his whole location. He don't give a fuck. He's crashing out. They're going to let him do it. You don't think the feds are watching? They're watching this shit. I think even the title of his YouTube short that the dude put up, he said, "What a nutcase. How does the FBI allow this?" Well, technically, there's not a big enough crime to make a case. He's actually got to fulfill the crime. He's got to go over there and tune you up, They're going to let you get tuned up, and then they're going to take him into custody, And if you survive, you're not a vegetable, you'll have a nice big payday, whatever his empire is, whatever ill-gotten gains, you're going to have it, You're going to have the mob money, his mob money. So if you survive, which I think you will, I have faith you'll live through it. You'll have some, coalescing to do, some therapy to get back up on your feet again, but you'll be all right. They said he's worth couple $100 million. So shit, even if you get 50 million, you be all right, man. You're going to be all right. Damn, man. This is some bullshit. Later, see no evil. If Chicky comes on, I'll jump back on. What do you want to have, a battle royale? I have a feeling if I drop the link and Chicky comes on, it's going to be a cursing match between him and Common Sense. And then you being there, Buick, it's going to be fucking mayhem. Pure mayhem. Now, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. As long as you guys can be good sports about it and don't fucking blame me in the end, all right? I don't want no blaming me. All right? We'll see if Common Sense wants to do that. Right now, he's not feeling too good. Maybe he doesn't want the agita. And maybe Chicky don't want the agita either. Maybe he's, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe he don't want to be screaming and yelling, at the devil's hour, It's cold outside. And then, Tony Buick was talking about urinating and stuff. I don't know. Could get messy on here, This isn't a water sports channel. This isn't a gang channel, okay? This is a serious channel. We did a Biggie Smalls video and forgot to put tags in the description and nobody fucking saw it. I worked on that shit for a whole month. Somebody said, well, why did it take a month? What do you mean? Fuck. I had to fucking do the editing, the fucking research, all this fucking shit.
I think you're going to have to do a relaunch.
Me?
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah, I got to do a relaunch of the fucking Biggie video. I'm going to try again. I should do that. Yeah. Re-upload it. Give it another shot.
And if that doesn't work, we'll do a relaunch for the 3rd time.
Yeah. Put more money into it. We're going to redo the narration.
Listen, the thing that I can't stand about fucking the dude is that he fucking talks like he's a fucking killer or something. Like he wouldn't rat on everybody if he ever got in trouble for something. I mean, who the fuck in this chat believes that if the dude got fucking caught and was facing a year, he wouldn't be telling on everybody? Like, you kidding me?
But then he'll say, like, who's, I have the right to free speech. I shouldn't have to be assaulted for, blah, blah, blah.
But listen, there's a difference between free speech and being a fucking jerk off. You have free speech, but you can't yell bomb at a fucking church service. You can't yell fucking firearm in the middle of the fucking White House. You have a free speech up until a certain point. Then there's a point where you cross free speech and you turn into a fucking asshole and you deserve to get your fucking teeth kicked in. He deserves to get his fucking teeth kicked in. That's a fact. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You want to be a reporter? Be a fucking reporter. But when you start taking shit personally and calling people fucking scammers or saying you're robbing people or ripping people off, now you're turning it into something else. Now you're turning reporting into something personal. And you have no skin in the game. He didn't invest in that shit. He didn't lose a fucking penny. He was talking shit before the coin even got launched.
But he's sticking up for the people who did get robbed or perceived to be robbed.
Yeah, okay. He's just doing that shit for views and clicks and shit to run his fucking mouth. That's all he's doing. And when he gets his teeth kicked in, he's gonna be on the phone telling the cops, "Fucking, you're cooperating witness. Fucking put me in the hospital." He's gonna be a rat in 2 seconds.
It's performative. It's performative something, some shit. Disingenuous, for the views. Like I'll take up your plight as a performative. Fucking, I don't know. You know what these assholes do. I can't think of the words. I'm not intellectual enough.
But you just nailed it, though. That's what these assholes do. So he's being an asshole.
There you go. There you go.
Oh,
fair point about that topic, Common. That's right. Thank you, Roro.
Listen, if he wanted to go on there and just give his opinion on what's going on, that'd be different. But he's taking it personal. Like he's fucking, like you said, he's one of these people that got, feels like he got duped or robbed or fucking whatever. And he's trying to trash the guy. And on top of that, he's trying to defame the guy and hurt his character and shit like that. If you don't have absolute proof that Dom did this shit willingly from the jump and it was a scam to fucking, rob people and steal money from fucking people, which I've never gotten that from the guy. As a matter of fact, if you recall, I don't remember what show it was on, when before the first incident happened or whatever, when people were saying that they thought it was a scam before the whole fucking second relaunch even happened. You'll remember, me and Howie came on the show when we were saying it's a very good possibility that Dom got played himself by the people he did the coin with and just doesn't know any better. And he's finding out the hard way. Remember when we spoke about this before?
Yeah.
We said this 5 months ago, 4 months ago, whenever it was. That's always been a very possible fucking scenario, that the guy got involved in fucking a coin with these people that knew way more about it and how you could get away with these rug pulls and do all this shit. And him just thinking that fucking he was going to make money out of it and it was a good idea. And he really was trying to turn it into something legitimate, like a Dogecoin or a fucking Bitcoin, whatever the fuck, and not really knowing enough about it. And people that really did getting in his ear and spitting game to him and him believing the shit that they were telling him when they were the ones that, had nefarious intent from the beginning. He didn't. He could have lost a lot of his own money too. Can you prove that he didn't lose any of his own money? He might have lost 100,000 to himself. He was investing in his own coin
some
too,
people
wasn't
say he didn't lose no money. That's what some people are telling me. He didn't lose any money.
Well, can they prove it? You could say that, but can you prove it? If he bought $100,000 worth of coin and everybody lost their shit, he would have had to lose his too, no? When your coin goes to zero, everybody's goes to zero. So did he get all his money out before everybody, or did he wind up having to pull it out late too and losing a bunch of his own money? I mean, can you prove that he didn't?
Well,
that'd be my
he's throwing
question.
more money into it every time now. Now for a third time, he's saying, "I want to put more money into it." I don't know.
As far as I know, from people that know him, I've always heard that he was, well off and in decent shape. He's got a nice house, has a business, works and shit. His wife has a good job and shit like that. Yeah, so why does he need to rob anybody or rip people off? Then on top of it, think about it like this. When you're a government witness, right, and you have the background that he has, the last thing you're going to want to do is try to put yourself in a situation where you're going to get involved in some fucking scamming of regular fucking citizens and shit. You know what kind of scrutiny and shit you're going to fall under? They're going to hammer you. Now, I understand that the crypto market isn't regulated like regular stocks, so there really isn't anything he's doing illegally because it's not regulated by the SEC or nothing like that, so it's kind of like a gray area.
But they bust those guys. Like celebrities get scammed in this shit too, thinking it's legit, whatever the fuck.
Well, that's the second part I was going to say. But at the same time, if they can prove that you intentionally did this shit to scam people and con people out of fucking money and shit like that, they're gonna have a fucking problem. Why would you put yourself in that situation, especially when you have money or a decent life and you're not hurting for cash and shit? Why would you put yourself in that spot? You're going to be in the fucking limelight. You're going to be heavily scrutinized by the government. Why would you do that? So you would have to believe that he did all this shit on fucking purpose. And from what I know or understand of it right now, I can't say that the guy would fucking be that stupid.
It's not, yeah, well, no, I don't think so.
You'd have to come with some serious fucking proof, not just allegations.
Unless he thinks he's so fucking good, you know. Some guys got egos like that. They think, you know, I'll get away with it. They won't know none the wiser. You know, they think,
Oh, they
you know,
do?
who the fuck
Yeah.
they are.
No,
I
I
don't
agree.
think he would do that though.
That's what I mean. I mean, you'd have to believe the guy was that fucking stupid. I don't see it. Unless you can prove it, you know. It's like the latest shit with all the fucking, I don't even want to get into it really, but like the latest bullshit with all the fucking new Epstein dumps and all this and the anonymous fucking, like people are taking anonymous fucking calls now and taking that as a source of credibility and shit. That's something that fucking happened. You know how easy it is to call, make an anonymous phone call and a tip and shit? That means nothing. Just so it gets put down on a piece of paper and now people just run with it. I mean, come on, man. This is fucking 2026 for Christ's sakes. What the fuck are we doing here?
Fuck are we doing over here? Dom is a professional litigant. If the dude's claims were defamatory, Dom would have filed suit against him last month like he did against the other two guys.
Well, how do you know he hasn't? Or he's not planning on it? And if he's already filed 2 claims against 2 other people, then why wouldn't he file one against him?
What up, Bill Cray?
I mean, you could say the exact same thing. They just said that. Say what you just said again. What was the comment again?
I'll read it again.
Yeah.
In the same type of emphasis.
Mm-hmm.
Dom is a professional litigant. If the dude's claims were defamatory, Dom would have filed suit against him last month like he did against the 2 other guys.
Yeah, but in order to file litigation against somebody, you have to prove damages and shit, right? So it might take a little while for them to prove damages. Like for people, for instance, people would have to withdraw their money out of the coin. But if it's already happened before that, you can't. What are you going to argue against? What are the damages that you're incurring? Unless it's just on a personal level of defamation. But you would have to prove that they actually did something to you. You know what I mean?
Damn.
He could easily do that. He could still, threaten him to fucking do that. But it sounds to me like he's taking the shit personally. Like he wants to put him in the hospital. That's what it sounds like to me. He's talking about using nail guns and fucking changing his life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's real specific. You know? He wants torture. You know, he's like LL Cool J and In Too Deep with the pool cue. Remember that scene?
Yeah, have a spread eagle on a fucking pool table playing.
I am your man. Yeah. Think about it. Think about it.
Well, yeah, Dom's suit was dismissed because he couldn't prove that any damages incurred. That's my point. So if he's already filed litigation previously for damages, but he can't prove what those damages were, then you don't have a lawsuit. You can't just go running around suing people with no damages. You have to prove. You have to prove shit. You know what I mean?
You got to show damage.
In Nadu's case, he might have a better one because Nadu has a platform with a certain, following and shit, and people that looked at him as a source of credibility on information. So the other people might not have a platform where they were, defaming him, where people were, where it's actually causing damages, or he had anything that he could actually sue them for. But in Nadu's case, he might, because the guy's on Barstool. He goes on fucking news media outlets and talks like he knows what the fuck he's talking about, and people might listen to him. So maybe he'll fucking sue him too. I don't know. I don't talk to Dom, so I couldn't tell you what the guy's thinking. I'm watching it just like everybody else is from the sidelines. I only know what I know about it from what gets said on here. What else goes on behind the scenes, I don't know. But I just think that fucking the dude's going about the shit the wrong way, and I don't understand what his point is or what attention he's looking for, because it's not anything good. I just don't get it.
He's going for the gusto, man. He's the number one, man. Number one.
I mean, he literally, for instance, he's telling Ruggiano that he's a fake fucking mobster or a fake gangster and shit. Well, like Nadu's a real one. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck are you to tell somebody else that they're a fake fucking mobster, a fake gangster? I'm sorry, was your father a legend in fucking organized crime? Was he part of fucking Murder Incorporated? Was he a captain in the Gambino family? Did you do murders with made fucking guys? Were you gonna get straightened out if you didn't get arrested on your last indictment? Yeah, Nadu, what did you do? What makes you a gangster to no one? I mean, come on. All you do is read books and articles. Don't worry, as soon as I'm fucking feeling better the next day or two, I got a nice fucking show I'm gonna be doing on that little fucking weasel.
Oh shit.
Got a lot to say about that motherfucker. And don't forget, I got the whole thing fucking recorded and everything. He literally stole an entire article from Jerry Capici and did a whole fucking show on it and acted like it was his. And the kid's a fucking weasel. He's a clown.
He told Ruggiano, they come to me for news, Ruggiano. They come to me.
Nobody comes to the dude for fucking news because the dude gets the same news everybody else does. He just happens to fucking sit on his computer all day on Google and Reddit and ganglandnews.com and is sub to articles like Jerry Capici and all this other shit. And then he believes shit that fucking random people fucking tell him. He probably doesn't even know who he's talking to half the time. Anybody could call him up and act like they're somebody. Who's he going to call? Like, people are really calling the dude to tell him fucking shit? I mean, I highly doubt it. It goes back to the whole Gene Gotti thing. Oh, I was told Gene Gotti was the boss, and then people stole it from me. Well, you got it from people, too, because there was people saying that shit before you fucking were. And then what? We have to wait 7 years from now if he possibly does become the fucking boss that you were right, because you said it 7 years ago when he just became the boss a fucking month ago. You know what I mean? Like, the kid's a fucking asshole. I can't stand that fuck. I can't stand that motherfucker. I really can't. I can't stand people like him.
If Gene becomes the boss of the Gambino family, I am fucked. Okay, I am fucked.
You?
Yeah, me.
What are you talking about?
As soon as that motherfucker becomes boss, she's gonna get right on that fucking phone. Beep boop beep beep beep. Brrr. She's gonna be calling that motherfucker like, "Oh my god, this piece of shit! He's in Queens. He's in Bayside. Get him, get him."
Oh, you're talking about Angel. I thought you said Gene.
Me.
I thought you said Gene. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Gene Gotti. Fucking. You know,
oh, Gene Gotti. Oh, my fault. I was talking about Burrell.
Fucked. Okay.
He ain't gonna do nothing. He's probably fucking. He probably watches your show and laughs while you fucking abuse her. He probably thinks the same thing about her.
Everything. Nah, man. She gonna fucking say horrible things about me. He's gonna believe it. You know, he doesn't know our side of the story. He doesn't know.
I'm sure he knows more than you think, and I'm sure he doesn't give two fucks.
You better hope.
They don't even talk. He doesn't even talk to them.
Thank God.
Exactly.
Somebody see her walking around with him one time, shopping somewhere in some fucking mini fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, what did Buick just say? Buick said, you're stupid. Carlos is good, man. Right. He's been with his kids.
Shouts to Carlos, man. Carlito.
Yeah, I talked to Carlos talked to Carlos like 2 days ago.
Carlito.
He was with his kids the last time I talked to him. He's doing shit.
Thank you, See No Evil. Remember for a year and a half. Huh?
Yeah, they stopped talking to that whole side of the family after Junior fucking went down and became a rat at the fucking federal building.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that, yeah.
Which is the funniest shit to me. We did a little show on it the other day, because I don't know if you saw it or not, but on Merlino's show, they did a whole episode where Merlino was calling him a rat and showing all the paperwork and breaking everything down.
Yeah.
So we did a little post show follow up from the one that he put out or whatever, and I was talking about the interview that he did with Patrick Bet-David, and I had so much shit on the fucking topic or whatever that I forgot like half the shit I was even gonna say on there. I started remembering like afterwards, after the live was already over with, you know.
Yeah.
But he was bringing up a point where he was talking about Sonny Franzese wanting to okay his murder or whatever. And he was trying to use that as an example to prove that, you know, he walked away from the mob or he got shelled for fucking life. Well, how is it that in 2006, nobody knew that you got shelled for life and they wanted to kill you because you can't walk away from the fucking life because he was trying to defend himself, claiming he was a civilian now. You know what I mean? Like, nobody else knew about this. I'm pretty sure everybody in the world would have fucking known. You know what I mean?
No, they love to kick up that bullshit. No, who said he can't walk away from the life? Who said?
Yeah, then he wanted to use Michael Franzese as an example, was going to call him as a material witness for his fucking defense and shit. Michael Franzese testified in fucking trials against fucking Norby Walters and gave information against other people. I don't care about the bullshit Michael Franzese wants to tell these regular fucking people at these church services that he goes and talks to that he fucking walked away. The guy's father put a contract out on his own son's life for fucking becoming a rat. You know what I mean? Everybody uses that word so fucking, you know, loosely and shit like that and wants to play around with it. At the end of the day, if you're in the street and you sit down and you talk to the government, it don't matter if somebody got indicted, somebody got put in prison, you told the cops anything, you're a rat. It's as simple as that. People got killed for way less than what Junior fucking did. You know, we talk about the Al Bruno hit in Springfield and shit. Al Bruno got killed because he told the fucking federal officer that somebody in his family was a made member in organized crime. That's all he did. They were having a cup of coffee, and he told the fucking federal agent that this guy was a made member in the fucking mob, and they killed him over that. Junior did way worse than that.
Damn.
And if it wasn't 2000 in the 2000s when he did it, if that happened in the fucking 90s, they would have killed his ass. If his father was still alive, he would have never sat down and done that. Angel admitted that shit on the show with me one time when I asked her. No, he would have never done that if my father was alive. Right, because he ratted. Your father would have fucking, he's rolling in his grave right now over what his fucking son did. What, are you kidding me? Just cut the shit. It is what it is, you know? I'm not saying the guy didn't make the best decision for himself and his family. I think that he did. Good for him. He's out of the life. You don't have to worry about dying in a fucking prison cell and shit. Good for him. But just fucking own it. It is what it is. What the fuck? Nobody's looking at you different. Nobody would give a fuck. Just keep it moving and shut up. You know? It's not that fucking, it's not that difficult. What the fuck do I care for? I don't care. It's fucking stupid. I care when people come on here and talk the way they do when they're in the same situation as everybody else. It's fucking stupid, you know? Reality, it is what it is. I don't know what to tell you.
Poor
Shit.
you.
How many people, listen, let me ask you a question. How many people got killed over them being suspected of talking to a fucking cop that never did?
Some people used to have dreams. Gas Pipe used to have dreams about people ratting and whack them, you know?
So you understand my point? Now, could you imagine if they went down and said something to a fucking cop, what would happen to them?
Yeah.
You got people who got killed over being suspected of saying something to a cop. This guy actually sat down and told the cops, it's on paperwork. He's admitted it out of his own mouth that shit was real. And they got killed for doing way less than what he fucking did. But he's not a rat, though.
Well, how about all the guys that did hits for the family and then they whacked the guys that did the hits? Meanwhile, the guy was just trying to be a somebody, you know? He wanted to be a somebody. And they fucking chopped him up in pieces and threw him in the fucking ocean in Staten Island, you know? I remember that documentary.
The 302 didn't count. It was less than 5 pages. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, my ass. Fucking Merlino pulled it out. He had a whole bunch of papers. He's like, look at this, 35, 36 motherfuckers here. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe Watts. Oh, Marino. Look at this motherfucker. And fucking Snuff's like, yeah, Joe, keep going, Joe, huh? Fucking, did you hear the Epstein interview the other day? Did you see that on Vlad or the other channels? This Epstein interview? It's like Epstein's last interview.
I think I've seen some like titles for like his last interview before he died or something like that.
Yeah, bro.
What happened?
He talks just like fucking Junior, bro. The same type of speech pattern, the same voice. They have like the same type of personality. Yeah, the way they talk. If you ever hear them talk side by side,
check it out.
Yeah,
no
shit. Talks like Epstein.
That's not good.
They might be from the same generation. I don't know if they're the same age or something, but
no, Epstein's fucking. He's got to be what, in the 70s or something, no?
Who? What?
How old is he?
Who? Epstein?
Yeah. Well, how old would he be?
How old?
No, I'm saying how old would he be?
Let me see.
Got to be in the 70s, no?
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, I need some bots. Yeah, buy us some bots. We need some bots over here.
I don't need bots. I need some dip support. He was fuck. Let me see.
What year was he born?
53.
He's 11 years older.
So he
11 years older than Junior, 77.
Oh, okay. Wait, what? 77? No.
You said he died. Oh, fucking Epstein, dude. Junior was born in 64. He's 62 right now.
Okay. See, he's 11 years
old.
So
73. Epstein would be 73 right now.
Yeah.
Well, there's something in those Epstein file dumps where they were saying that he was still alive. The whole thing was like a ruse or something. No, some shit was coming out in the last file dump. Yeah. Then somebody has pictures from Epstein's Island from a fucking drone that they took like a year or two ago and showed somebody that looked exactly like fucking Epstein trying to hide his face behind like these work trucks and shit with these two like fucking I don't Dominican looking dudes or something. But I don't know what fucking Bermudians, whatever the fucking islands you down there.
Bermudians, Bayesians.
Yeah, whatever the fuck they're called. Bohemians. Who the fuck knows? I don't know what to make of any of this fucking shit. You could do, these Bohemians, whatever the fuck they're called. You could do anything with this fucking computer shit nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't believe any of this shit.
Nah.
That's the problem with it, you know? Especially with the AI shit they got now. Fuck, man. It's scary. You got to be real careful. Fucking anything you see, read, or hear these days, you got to really, really vet that shit and look through it.
You got to really pay attention, do a double take too with some of this shit. It's hard now. It's getting harder and harder with these videos and shit.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Now they're coming out with pictures of Trump like in these compromising positions with Epstein and shit, but they clearly fake, you know, because of like the audacity of the pictures. But you know, they look real. You know, they look fucking real. And like, you know, who knows? Like 50 years, these assholes are gonna be trying to pass that shit off as real and shit when the woke take over. They'll be like, yeah, this was real. He was a part of it. Meanwhile, it wasn't true. You bastards.
Well, I brought it up the other day because I'm getting messages from all these people. I don't know who the fuck, some of these trolls or something are asking me, what do you think about the latest Epstein dump? Trump, you know, made some underage girl perform oral on him at his golf course in fucking Ranchos Palos Verdes, California, 95. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, let me fucking look up something real quick. So I go on Google, right? And I type in, what year did Donald Trump open up his first golf course? Donald Trump's first golf course he opened in 1999. It was in fucking West Palm Beach, Florida. I actually played at that fucking course in like 2006. I want to say it was either 2006 or 2007 with a friend of mine's father who they're from down there. I went to go see him and shit. He you know, yeah. Anyways, so the first golf course he built was in 1999. So I said, okay, let me look up what year did Donald Trump open up the Ranchos Palos Verdes golf course, right? I go look. He opened up that golf course in 2006. The golf course wasn't even created until 10 years after this anonymous caller reported that he sexually did something to some underage girl there. So now all you have to do is look at those two things and know to yourself that obviously it was bullshit. The person obviously didn't do their research. You know, they went in. That's why they were an anonymous caller and anonymous tipster and didn't file it under their name or give any, you know, details or information pertaining to it. And you could easily discredit it when the people don't want to come in and say anything or provide any more details to it. And then when you look at the timeline, it reminded me, and I didn't want to put this in the post just because people be like, oh, well, that's not a good reference to fucking use. But if you remember, maybe like 5 years ago, I don't even remember exactly when it was, but you remember that documentary that those fucking two jerk-offs did against Michael Jackson after he died on Netflix? It was called like something Neverland something.
That. Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah. Well, they had the two assholes there, Wade Robson and fucking James Safechuck, who are both fucking, you know, child stars or whatever that Michael Jackson took under their wings and helped, you know, build their careers and shit. And they fucking turn around after he dies and try to fucking defame him and accuse him of sexual acts and shit like that when a guy can't defend himself. But when I was watching the documentary, they were talking about the one asshole, Safechuck, was talking about Michael Jackson sexually abusing him in a fucking train station, and he gave a year and an age that he was. Well, meanwhile, I know all about this case. Like I said, I've done research on this before in school and stuff like that. And I know that this kid's fucking full of shit. But meanwhile, the train station wasn't even built for like 5 or 6 years when the kid said that he got sexually abused in it. You know what I mean? And it just reminded me of shit like that, where you could easily go through and look and discredit claims that people make because they're just fucking making shit up and it's not true, you know?
Yeah.
But I didn't want to put that in there because then people be like, oh, that's a bad, you know, source of reference or you know, example to fucking use to put, you know, him into the same post. So I left it out of there. But it's no different than claims made against other people that turn out to be frivolous and complete bullshit. That's all they're doing now is smear campaigns, you know? Yeah. I just never understood for the life of me why people all of a sudden think that there's any difference that, you know, the president is getting accused of sexual fucking PDF stuff when they've been doing that to presidents for fucking 100 years. They do it to everybody. The worst thing you could be in the world is a fucking PDF file, right?
Yeah.
The worst thing you could be is a chomo or somebody that does something to fucking kids. And for some reason, when anybody tries to get into some positions of power or something like that, the first accusation that they get levied against them is that they were some type of fucking kid diddler or something. You see it all the time.
Yeah, they incite people to fucking go crazy. And that's what people do. They just make the claim. And like most people don't do the research. Like, nobody's going to look up that shit to find out, the golf course wasn't built at that time or whatever. And it's all a fucking lie and bullshit. They just hear it and they run with it. And that's it. That's good enough for them. Somebody said, like, years ago,
because they want it to
1995.
be, because they want it to be true, because they're fucking sick people. They want it to be true. They want there to actually be victims of some shit like this because they dislike somebody so much that they'll regardless of how discredited that person is or whatever, they hate that person so much they just want it to be true. So any accusation made against them, they'll just fucking run with it without looking into it
That's what it's all
themselves.
about. Yep, that's what this is all about. The whole thing.
That's what they did to that. Remember that judge? What was his name? Kavanaugh, Brett Kavanaugh, or something like that.
Yeah,
Remember
they made him cry.
Yeah. The guy was a federal judge for years, decades. Then he gets nominated to the Supreme Court under Trump, and then they start accusing him of being some gropist or something in college at a party or something. Why didn't that come up any time before he was getting elected by Trump to become a Supreme Court justice? No, nobody wanted to tell that story before then. They just happened to want to put it out right then and there. I mean, come on, man.
It's all
fucking
sick,
ridiculous.
and that's going to stain his legacy for the rest of his life. As the ages go by and they look back on this time and see who the fucking federal justices were, whatever, they're going to see his name and they're going to put that. They're going to put that in his biography that he had that scandal, that he had that disgrace, that blemish that stain on his reputation.
Yeah, and what do you do when you do shit like that? You scare good people away from wanting to fucking obtain these positions or be, affiliated with certain people. You scare them out of wanting to fucking do anything for them or helping them to get anything done because you're worried about them coming out and making some accusation against you. That doesn't hurt. That doesn't help fucking America. That hurts the country because there's a lot of good people that I'm sure would want to, come out and try to do some good for it. But if the current president they don't want any association with because they're worried about some scandal being accused of them doing something, they're gonna stay on the sidelines and be quiet until they're out of there. And I heard somebody the other day, right? They were talking about how all of a sudden, all of these riots and political protests and shit, nothing was happening under the Biden administration. For 4 years it was a peaceful time in America, and they're looking at it and saying that, oh, this is all incited by fucking Trump. If you remember, I said this before, even before the election happened and shit. I said nobody else finds it curious that we had all of these problems with all this political unrest, with all these murders and killings and shit that happened between law enforcement and civilians and shit like that during the first Trump administration. Biden gets into office and there's not a single problem fucking whatsoever for 4 fucking years. You don't even hear about it. It's not even being reported on. There's nothing going on anywhere. Trump gets back into office, the same shit starts all over again. So I'm looking at it from the outsider and I'm going, well, obviously you can tell that this is fucking agitators and people doing this shit on purpose because they obviously had control over it for 4 fucking years. So do you think it's coming from the left or it's coming from the right? Because I'm looking at it and I'm saying obviously it's coming from the left because when they were in power, you didn't hear or see any of this shit. Why is it only when they got a Republican in office, or primarily Trump, I should say, that all these problems start, coming out and persisting and you see all this shit happening all of a sudden all again, like clockwork?
They want one party rule, man, and they're radicals. So when they're out of power, they fucking lash out. And they don't give a fuck about people's lives or anything about this country. They'll destroy it.
But am I wrong for thinking like that? Are we wrong for thinking that this is the problem here? Am I crazy for looking at this and saying that this doesn't make any sense? What the fuck is going on here?
I think the party needs to be disbanded and labeled the fucking domestic terrorist group. And we got to.
I mean, how could you not?
To the Constitution. Yeah.
And listen, there's crazy people on both sides. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, of course.
There's far right fucking wing lunatics, and these left wing fucking lunatics are just as sick as the fucking ones on the right. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
But the media and the narratives and the people on fucking the internet and shit that push these fucking agendas and stuff, it's a fucking sad state of reality, unfortunately.
We need the media to fucking stop that shit. They need to be put under control, unfortunately, because they're just disgusting with their lies and propaganda. That has to stop. The fucking the moderates need to start taking over these parties again and be normal again and stop with this. Get the radicals out of the party. Stop. Ignore them. Just fuck them. You know, they're
Yeah.
radicals. They'll destroy this country with their sick shit. They're already dividing us on race, gender, and everything else under the sun. It's got to come to an end. And we need some amendments. And these fucking endless protests and shit in every major city across America, burning shit down, violent protests, disobeying the law. That's got to come to an end too. We need arrests. I don't give a fuck if you think they got the right to do it. It's got to stop. Enough
Well,
already.
another one
It's
is
driving
this.
us nuts. We're a third
Another
world
one is this
nation.
shit with the who's that kid that just got killed there in fucking Minnesota there?
The fucking pretty guy.
Yeah, him. Yeah. So listen, I saw the video. Obviously, I think the kid fucking, got killed fucking negligently and shit. There was no reason that they had to fucking shoot that guy. Personally, I think that they had that shit wrong. But here's the problem, right? Is that people are like, they want it's like they want their cake and they want to eat it too. They want to talk about the amendments and the rights that you're afforded. Oh, we have a right to peaceful protest and peaceful assembly. Okay, granted, yes, we do under the Constitution, right? The First Amendment. Then we have a right to bear arms. We have a right to bear arms to protect our home and our property, and we have a right to raise a militia against the tyrannical government. That's all granted right there in the Constitution. But it goes back to kind of what we were saying before when we're talking about free speech, right? Yeah, you have a right to peaceful assembly and a peaceful protest, but if you're at a peaceful protest, what the fuck did you need a firearm with you?
Yeah, and why are you assaulting officers or damaging
or resisting
private
arrest
property?
or trying
Yeah,
to
all that.
or interject yourself into somebody being unlawfully detained, whether you think so or not. The minute that you put yourself into that position, you've just changed the reason that you're there for. You're no longer peaceful protesting and having a right to fucking assembly and shit like that. First of all, you went and brought a firearm with you to a peaceful protest. Those two things to me are fucking oxymorons. I don't know any peaceful protest you've ever been to that you needed a firearm with you. So I can guarantee you that if the guy left his firearm at home, he would have never got shot because there would have never been gun being yelled by the officers that put them in a state of panic. You have to remember, these guys are out there and they're basically in a fucking war zone. There's fucking tear gas and concussion grenades being bombed and people walking around with whatever the fuck, armed and
It's
shit.
basically
And
Mogadishu over there.
yeah, and you're outnumbered about 1 to fucking 1,000 per officer, but based on the size of these crowds and shit like that, you're in a hostile fucking
Everybody's
environment.
hostile. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're in a hostile environment. Why raise the temperature by bringing a firearm with you to a peaceful protest? What'd you need the fucking gun for if you were there peacefully? You know what I mean?
And you know
And
he
if
got
you
into an
think-
incident a week before, right? Sorry to interrupt you, but go ahead. Yeah.
No, I didn't know about that. No, I didn't know about that. What did he do a week before? What was that?
Yeah. Before a week before, he was fucking kicking the fucking car and shit. He spit at the officers, and then they tried to drive away. He kicked out the taillight, and they got out. They tackled him. I think they broke his ribs. Some shit.
Oh my
like
god,
that.
I didn't know about that.
And then a week later, he came back for more with the gun.
Okay,
They got
so there you go. You know, like I said, I don't think the guy should have lost his life, but I can understand how something like that happened because he should have never had a fucking gun on him. You know what I mean? You can't say that the people are out there peacefully protesting and the guy needed a firearm. What, just in case, dude? Like, you should have fucking stayed home. If you think that you have to go somewhere and bring your gun with you, then you're obviously, under the suspicion that something might happen where you need to defend yourself or have that shit with you. Then why don't you just fucking stay home then? Or not bring the shit with you?
Exactly. But he wants to be a hero. And they're doing roving patrols now. You seen this? They're doing checkpoints in the middle of intersections and stopping people to make sure that they're not ICE or federal law enforcement. This is a fucking insurrection, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck is that? That's like, what the fuck are they doing up there? You're going to block off a whole intersection and do your own checkpoints? And the police are allowing this. That's how radical that state's become.
Well, it's reminding me of the shit in Seattle. Remember the fucking Chaz zone that they had there for a fucking couple of months?
Yep. They surrendered the whole fucking city.
How did that work out when they fucking took over the police station? They took over the whole fucking city. That lasted, what, 2-3 months or something like that? That worked out fucking well,
A bit
huh?
longer. And then they had to eventually send in the fucking boys to come in there with the tear gas and everything. And clean
Because
them
they're fucking anarchists, a bunch of fucking lunatics, a bunch of fucking radical
And the
maniacs.
politicians are encouraging them to do this. So they need to be held accountable. That's got to come to an end. These people, we need arrests. And the judges that allow it, they need to be disbarred and removed from office too, or their bench, whatever.
No, I agree. And the other thing too is that you know how everybody was talking about, why would the Democrats and Biden allow all these illegals in here because the illegals can't vote, this and that. That's all bullshit, right? If you looked right before, I want to say it was the first year Biden got into office or right before that election or whatever in Minneapolis, there's a video, I just saw it on fucking YouTube of the governor there, fucking that asshole that ran Makama. What the fuck is his name again?
Waltz?
When I was running for vice president. Yeah, Waltz. Yeah, Waltz. Yeah. They were signing a fucking new law, in Minnesota or whatever. And this is, you can look this up. It's in most of these fucking big liberal cities and left-leaning states or whatever, where they passed this law called driver license or IDs for all. Did you see that shit?
No.
Yeah, they literally enacted a law that says no matter what, you can get identification and shit. And what's the one thing that you need? Voter ID, right? And they're saying that, the illegals, they don't have driver's license identification, shit like that. Well, right before Biden got into office, all of these fucking places went and signed in these fucking laws that allowed identification for all, even for fucking illegals, right? Yeah. So now, what do you think? What do you think it does when you help these people obtain fucking identification and shit so they can go and do what? Vote in fucking elections.
Yeah, that's why a lot of places don't want ID too. They have laws where they don't require voter ID to vote. Why the fuck would you not want ID to vote? Why would
they allowed these special provisions for people for like late registered voters and shit like that, where you can go in and just fill out the shit or whatever without having to have your name on the voter roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They changed all these little things, and you have to go through and you have to look up all of them, because if you didn't know about them, you wouldn't even believe that shit like this exists. I went in and looked through it and fucking looked into it. So I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I seen it. And when that thing popped up the other day on my YouTube feed with the Tim Waltz or whatever signing that statute or law into effect in Minnesota, I said, holy shit, this is what the fuck they're trying to do right now. That's fucking crazy. IDs for all. It don't matter. That's how they get away with it. So
that's why they let all these illegals in. That's why they opened up the borders. They wanted these people's votes, that they would win elections in every state and have supreme one-party rule all across America for the end of time, because they're all going to vote for one party.
Well, I'll give you one even better. Where were they fucking putting all the people that fucking came here when they got into the country?
On the border states before they shipped them into the major cities.
Yeah, they were going and they were dumping them into all these fucking, red-leaning states or whatever, ones that were on the fence and shit. You know what I mean? Where they needed a few extra votes or whatever. They were going and dumping them in those places. They weren't bringing them to their fucking cities and shit and doing that stuff.
Yeah, they didn't have to live with it.
And as soon as they did, remember they had the one at Martha's Vineyard there where they went
fucking hilarious.
When Florida down there, fucking the governor fucking dropped them all off in Martha's Vineyard. They were out of there in less than 24 fucking hours.
They had like 40 people and they were bitching and moaning about it. Less than 24 hours, they were back on that fucking bus out of there.
Mm-hmm. That should tell you all you need to know. It's fucking hilarious. Did you ever see the joke? Did you ever see the joke from Ronald Reagan?
What?
About the oh, hold on, let me see. Can you play it real quick? I gotta just send you this shit. It's fucking funny as hell. Or can you look it up real quick and play the audio? Look up. Hold on, let me look this up real quick. Give me 1 second.
Nixon boy. Yeah, ATF boy. Sanctuary City's next stop with a big gift card for you all. Yeah, gift card my ass. We are fucked. Goddamn New York's in a $12 billion fucking deficit. They're blaming Adams. No, blame Joe Biden. Adams trying to tell Joe Biden, listen, man, we need some fucking help here. We got all these people taking over this goddamn city. We got no place to put them. Joe Biden said, that's your fault. Huh?
Look up Ronald Reagan helping the homeless joke.
Let me see.
It's brilliant, man. It's like a minute long. It sums everything up in about a minute. It's fucking hilarious. Had me cracking up for like a week straight. He had some good ones.
Let me see.
Yeah. Oh man, my fucking mouth is killing me. Got some mouthwash shit I gotta use. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna. I gotta rinse my mouth out real quick. Wait, pull it up.
This is one of Reagan's funniest jokes because it's so true.
I recently asked my friend's little girl what she wanted to be when she grows up. She said she wanted to be the President of the United States. Both of her parents, liberal Democrats, were standing there. So I asked her, if you were president, what would be the first thing you would do? Well, she replied, I'd give food and houses to all the homeless people. Her parents beamed. Wow, what a worthy goal, I told her. But you don't have to wait until you're president to do that. You see, you can come over to my house right now and you can mow the lawn, pull weeds, and sweep my driveway, and I'll pay you $50. Then I'll take you over to the grocery store where that homeless guy hangs out, and you can give him the $50 to use toward food and a new house. She thought that over for a few seconds. Then she looked me straight in the eye and asked, why doesn't the homeless guy come over and do the work, and you can just pay him the $50? I said, welcome to the Republican Party. Her parents are still not speaking to me.
This is one of Reagan's funniest.
That was brilliant. Ain't that true though?
Economics, folks.
Come on, what's better than that?
Socialism doesn't work.
What's better than that?
You should hear that. Yeah.
Did you hear the fucking shit that went on in California with that fucking crook Newsom?
What happened now with this piece of shit?
$12 billion to go to organizations and shit to help the homelessness problem out there. All missing. Nobody knows where it went. $12 billion.
Same story in New York. Same story in Michigan for a while with their fucking governor that they had back then. Kawambe, whatever the fuck his name was.
That's crazy, man. I think they said it was like possibly 18 billion, but it's definitely at least 12. I heard 12.
And now Minnesota. Now Minnesota. And
sick, man.
Yeah. And we're just supposed to just, look the other way and just focus on stupid riots or whatever. When these guys are robbing people blind.
Yeah.
It's
crazy, man.
Let me see. There was some shit here. Let me see.
What did Roro say? What does that say?
What'd you say, Roro? I am sick of hearing we're all descendants of immigrants. My grandmother had to come here and prove that someone in her family would support her and she would not go on the government assistance. That's how it was back in the day. Yeah,
that's how it was, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Vermont has a lot of fraud, apparently. Yeah, well, look who's the fucking career politician over
Isn't
there.
that Bernie?
Yeah, Bernie. And meanwhile, he's always in New York. He don't even fucking do nothing for fucking Vermont. He's never in Vermont. He's always in New York running his mouth. In a city that he has no power in, piece of shit. Anyway, the fucking radical Democrat assholes, they have stopped pretending to be a political movement and have become an outright insurgency against normality itself. Everything that once held society together, order, accountability, truth, and basic standards of behavior, is now treated as something to be attacked and torn down. The Democrat Party has effectively become the union of all things prohibited by the laws of society and nature. Criminality is excused. Chaos is rebranded as compassion. Biological reality is denied. Personal responsibility is mocked. What was once fringe and unacceptable is now elevated and defended as virtue. The law enforcement is undermined. The courts are politicized. Schools indoctrinated instead of educated. The media runs interference to protect the ideology while silencing anyone who objects. Anyone who pushes back is smeared as dangerous, while the real danger comes from a movement that fucking denies reality itself, these sick bastards.
And what do you think happens to Bill Gates?
Bill Gates. Oh, that's another thing. They came out with more shit on Bill Gates, and now they're saying now they understand why the wife left him because of his dealings with.
Did you hear what one of those file dumps said? That was the conversation between fucking Gates and Epstein, where Gates was asking him for fucking antibiotics for the sexually disease he got for him and his wife.
Yeah.
Oops.
And then he came out right away and tried to deny it, you know? A man
Yeah,
of his
good luck.
stature, that should be beneath him to even, respond to. But no, he was right on top of it. Like, that didn't happen. You know?
Yeah, they just got emails back and forth between the two of them asking for it for him and his wife, but it didn't happen, right? If he was smart, he would have just asked his doctor because it would have been protected under HIPAA probably, where nobody would have been able to find out, the stupid asshole.
Fucking asshole.
Crazy, right?
Well, there's a lot of shit in those files. Now they got Pusha T and who? Oh, Jay-Z. Jay-Z looks like he's done now. They're turning on Jay-Z now. Mr. Woke himself. Walking around like a fucking gay painter. Fucking Basquiat and shit. With the fucking stupid
Basquiat?
hair. Yeah, Basquiat, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
A
Yeah,
gay painter.
he was a gay heroin addict.
That's Jay-Z's hero. Yeah.
Yeah. Started dressing like him and wearing his hair like him and shit. Yeah.
Sick
Did he die
world.
of AIDS or an overdose or something, of heroin or something?
I don't
Pretty
know.
sure
Might
he
have
did.
unalived himself. I'm not sure.
I think it was either AIDS or an OD. It was one of them. I know he was a gay heroin addict. I know that.
That's what Jay-Z wanted to look like, you know? Then he started talking that bullshit. That's why you got Big Bunny, Bad Bunny fucking performing at the Super Bowl. This fucking shit, he's trying to stick it to Trump. That's what it's all about. There's no excuse for having that guy there, all right? He is not the number one artist. I don't want to hear about it. Well, the numbers say I don't want to hear about it. That's international. That's not America. He has no say in America. He's not an American type of fucking act, all right?
Doesn't he only sing in Spanish too?
Yes, that's from what I hear. Yeah. So that's what we're in for, you know. And then Roger Goodell swears he's not going to make any political statements. He's already explained to him that this is a unifying event. It's supposed to bring people together and unite
Well,
people.
that's why I think they snubbed fucking Belichick from the Hall of Fame too, because they know he's real good friends with fucking Trump.
Yeah, they're catching shit for that too now too. They said they didn't have room for him.
Yeah, right. There's no reason that fucking he's not a first ballot Hall of Fame coach. I mean, come on, what are you for? Then
They
who
said it
is?
was either him or Kraft. So they put Kraft in there. They didn't have enough room for him.
Crazy.
So what? That means he'll never be nominated again for the Hall of Fame shit?
No. You get like 3 or 4 shots at it. So
Yeah, he'll
he's
be in
not a
there.
first. Yeah, they'll put him in there. But the fact that he wasn't a first ballot Hall of Fame is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because all those Super Bowls with that fucking team, fucking
Yeah, it's crazy.
dynasty. Yeah, that's nuts. He shamed himself with that chick, but whatever. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, both had a Stradivarius fucking violin in his fucking shit. Yeah.
From the East Side. He from Lower East Side. I know his childhood best friends, who is a where?
Oh yeah, I think that's what they said too. They said that a lot of those cheating scandals, like the Flake Gate, and when he was recording the sidelines and shit at one of the times, they said he was a cheater or something.
Yeah, but
They were claiming.
Kraft remember when Kraft got busted in Florida with the rubbing tugs?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, they forgot about that.
He was living his best life.
Yes, he was. Zero chance of high-level player being convicted because this is a worldwide problem, and a lot of presidents and leaders that are in charge of countries are more than likely in the files. Look, when I heard that fucking interview with Epstein, I never heard him talk before. So hearing him talk and him sounding like Junior, but he sounded more like smart and intellectual. Like I could see why world leaders would befriend him because he understood world financing systems really good and money, and he was he was working at Bear Stearns and fucking Goldman Sachs type shit. So he was very good with money. He understood how the market worked and subprime loans and all that other bullshit. So I understand why the world leaders wanted to be friends with him because he knew how to make fucking money. That piece of shit. But you could tell he was a sick, perverted fuck. There was something sinister there, you know. They asked him if he was the devil. He kind of like danced around it. But it was like something sinister there, you know. Like there was like he was haunted by demons, that sick fuck. but he was very smart at the same time. Like,
In
it's
the
crazy.
interview you're talking about?
Yeah, in the interview, because I never heard
I'll
the
have
guy
to check
talk
it out.
before.
I only seen him at his depositions. Fucking.
I thought he would sound more of like a scumbag, but he came off more of like an intellectual type of nerdy type of guy, you know, that just knew. He sounded like a banker, you know.
He was a math fucking professor.
Well, but then at the same time, then he's a sick fuck, you know, all the shit he was doing. He had some demented shit in his brain. I don't know.
Yeah, he has a real shady story how he came up from being a math teacher, one of the wealthiest people in the world too. It was very fucking bizarre.
He knew how to make money. He was probably a fucking scam artist, you know.
Well, he knew how to get people together, supposedly. Fucking probably knew how to figure out people's fucking weaknesses and take advantage of them.
Yeah. But he knew a lot of powerful people, man.
All of them, man. Mm-hmm.
Tony Buick said he's Mossad. Probably
Think
was.
so.
I don't know. He
Definitely was.
Yeah.
He
If
was
he's hanging out with Bill
was,
Clinton and all those other people, you know?
He was some kind of fucking asset, some fucking intelligence agency, for
Yeah.
sure. No, he doesn't, Roro. Yeah, he was some fucking like low budget fucking professor and shit. And then all of a sudden started working on fucking Wall Street. And the next thing you know, he's on like the Rothschilds fucking boards of some of the most like prestigious fucking institutions in the world and fucking piling up with world leaders and fucking all these people and shit out of nowhere. It's very strange.
And he's got no degree in education or finance? How the fuck?
Yeah, he has a real shady fucking background. Like very bizarre, man.
Oh,
Like,
this guy worked at
unexplainable
Bear.
shit.
Oh, you worked at
Yeah,
Bear during the financial crisis. Insane to see if the company fold right in front of your eyes and people losing their jobs. It was crazy. Well, Epstein says he was locked up when he heard that Bear went down. And then he said the first thought he thought about was choking himself. And I took a screenshot right here. This is him choking himself. So that means that type of behavior is in his brain already to do that. When he thought his world was collapsing, when he heard that in prison, that Bear Stearns went down, his first thought was to choke himself. He thought, oh my God. And he choked himself. Like, that's his way out, you know? Like the world was over. So if he's thinking that over a fucking job collapse, then imagine when he's facing fucking life in a fucking prison cell in solitary confinement, and the media is demonizing him as fucking the most evil piece of shit in the world. You know, the pressure probably fucking got to him, man. He had all those bed sheets in there, and he fucking did it to himself, man. I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore. Then at the same time, now they're saying he's alive. Then at the same time, that video was cutting in and out on his cell. At the time that he supposedly unalived themselves, the guards are fucking magically just falling asleep and walking away when they're supposed to be checking in on him every fucking 20 minutes and making sure he doesn't fucking go to sleep. Yeah.
That happens all the time though in those prisons, man. Those guards wind up fucking taking naps and falling asleep, or the cameras don't fucking work and shit. That's not like anything crazy.
Even if it's a high profile guy?
Yeah, I mean, fucking Bureau of Prisons and shit. You know, I don't know. I just know that shit like that is a regular fucking occurrence of prison guards and shit.
Yeah.
Especially at like the highly secured ones and shit like that, you know, where there's not any movement and shit like that. Those guys probably take naps on a fucking regular basis.
That's crazy. Probably making overtime too. Sleeping on the job. Pieces of shit. People are getting murdered in there. Fucking doing crazy shit.
Yeah, who the fuck knows? Very strange though.
Later,
convenient. Definitely convenient though.
Yeah, definitely convenient.
Later, Sable.
And now fucking Hillary and Bill finally have to testify in front of the fucking subcommittee. They're being forced. Otherwise, they're about to get arrested over it.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they refused to come in the first time or something, right?
A few times, yeah, they were refusing. So now they probably just spoke to their lawyers and got everything in order, all their ducks in a row, and now they're ready.
Can they still plead the fifth?
Yeah, I'm sure they will. But that's gonna look bad. But
it's not gonna look good though. But
no, it's not gonna look good at all.
No.
They're gonna give you a shtick. They got the shtick. They got the shtick. You're gonna hear the shtick. Hillary's gonna give you that shtick. Believe me, and she's gonna be indignant about it too. That it's she's gonna be annoyed with you that you're even asking. And then Bill too with that bullshit.
Yeah, she's been annoyed ever since she didn't win the fucking election and shit. She
That
fucking knew
too,
she
yeah.
was done. That was her only shot. She was done.
Yeah, that was the end of her political career.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, no. She became Secretary of State after that, I think. Yeah, but no. Wait, no.
That was before.
No, yeah, that was before. Fuck.
I was under Obama.
Yeah, Obama. Don't think they can plead the fifth in the deposition. No, there's
No, you
certain,
can.
yeah.
Yeah, you can.
There's lawyers. There's gonna be lawyers there. They can't incriminate themselves,
Theirs is a what is it, congressional fucking hearing or something? What is it?
Yeah, congressional committee. I like to say subcommittee because that's what they say sometimes. Fucking Senate subcommittee, congressional subcommittee, or whatever the fuck,
And what is it on? Epstein shit specifically?
Yeah. They want them to answer about, their Epstein, their ties to Epstein, their business dealings, everything.
Mm.
They want to get to the bottom of what they're responsible for, if anything.
Yeah, I doubt anything
this is what they
happens.
wanted. This is what they wanted. They thought it was going to be Trump in there. Everything was going to be Trump. Fucking deranged idiots. They just exposed everybody. Now even poor little Jack Horner, man. Jack Horner, you know Jack Horner?
Mm-mm.
That stupid bastard. The paleontologist who's famous for like the Jurassic Park shit. The famous fucking guy with the hat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The beard. Anyway. Yeah. They found him fucking emails thanking fucking Epstein. Like, oh, I had a great weekend at the island. Thank the girls for me. Oh, the food was great too. Oh, can't wait to see you again. Fucking Epstein was supposed to go visit him in fucking Montana or some shit. Go dinosaur fucking fossil hunting and shit.
That's some extra white people shit right there.
Yeah.
What are you doing next week? We go fossil hunting.
Fossil. That's what rich people do. Those fossils are worth a lot of money.
Some of them, yeah.
Find a fucking T-Rex.
$1 million, right?
I'd say at least $1 million. Enron employees lost everything. Damn. Yeah. Nobody remembers Enron.
That was the biggest fucking scam in American history.
Wasn't that 2001
Right.
they went down?
Mm-hmm.
They went down early.
Yeah, that was crazy. A lot of them motherfuckers hung it up too.
Damn. Had a takeover after bankruptcy, so not so bad. Yeah, they saved Bear Stearns and they let Freddie Mac go or some shit. I don't know. Some other asshole. Somebody's got to go down. But anyway, I don't know, man. I'm going to get out of here now. It's been 3.5 hours. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'm going to try to lay back down too. I just took on my fucking meds and shit, so I'm going to try to pass up stuff.
Yeah, man. Feel better.
We'll
brother.
catch up soon. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, no doubt. I fucking slept all day, so it was up for figure pop on for. Yeah, we'll catch up soon, man.
All right, brother. Good talk, man.
Yep, you too, brother. Everybody in chat, have a good night, guys. Later, bro.
Later, bro. All right, folks. I want to thank Tony Buick and Common Sense for coming on the show tonight. Nobody else came on, right? Nobody else came on, right? I don't want to miss nobody. I also want to thank Roro for being a member for over 26 months. Bill Cray for buying his own membership. And See No Evil for being a member for over 15 months, almost a year and a half. If my calculations are correct. I'm a little off there with my math. But you get the point. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be live later on, sometime during the day, with more bullshit to talk about, all right? So stay tuned. and hit the like button, please. I hope you enjoyed everything and have a good night. You stay warm out there, stay safe, and stay tuned into this damn show. You understand? Thank you, Dwayne. Later, Roro. See no evil. Malik boy. Nino. Later, Nino. Trent. George Droid. George Droid. You Epstein Island boy. All right, I'm out of here, folks. Peace.